please, are you ready to take the floor? Please raise your hands. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give and the cause now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you. May I please have you state your first and last name and spell for the record?
We're back.
Coleman Kenzie, N-I-C-H-O-L-E, M-C-K-E-N-C-I.
Perfect, thank you. You may take a seat. Please watch your step.
All right, go ahead, Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you all for coming back. Good afternoon, Dr. McKinsey. Thank you for coming here today. Are you under subpoena to be here today?
Yes.
And you were served a subpoena from both sides?
Yes.
Do you remember seeing the person on my right, Imani Ellis, in your office, medical office?
Yes.
Do you remember why she came in?
For a workers' comp injury.
And just if you could just tell us a little bit about your education and background, please.
What exactly is it you would like to know?
Yes. You're a psychologist, correct?
Yes.
You deal with emotional injuries.
Yes.
What else do you deal with as a psychologist?
Primarily emotional injuries.
Do you ever deal with physical injuries?
No.
If a patient were to tell you about their physical injuries, is that something that you would want to know for the reason of coming up with a diagnosis, or is that just something general that you may or may not want to know?
Objection. Calm down.
I'm free to answer?
No, you.
Oh.
So when the judge will say sustained, then you will not answer.
Okay.
Sorry. All right. Approximately how long after, do you remember the date of when you saw Miss Ellis?
Not the exact date. I believe it was 2018 just because of the year listed either on the subpoena. But it's been a while.
Okay, there's a notebook in front of you, the one on your right. If you could open it to Exhibit 4, it will just show you your own medical records to ask you if they are your medical records.
You said 4?
I'm sorry, number 2, I apologize.
Yes.
And if you look at the bottom right corner, in our exhibit book 2-001 through 2-023, all those pages, if you have a moment just to quickly look through and just confirm that those are in fact your medical records, correct? And you can take your time if you need to.
Objection. I think this is confirmed medical records.
Yes.
He's just asked me to look at the records right now.
Yes.
At the time of the incident, did Miss Ellis advise you she was making $13.50 an hour?
Yes, according to the report.
Okay, is that something relevant? I mean, why would you put that in the report? Does it have to do with the lost wages, or why would that be in the report?
Objection. Calm down. Foundation.
Like I said, it's been a while, and so from what I can remember, that information is usually included in all reports for clients who come in for workers' comp injury.
What's up, Karen? What's up, Gillian?
And at that time, in
What's up, Baldwin? What's up, sir?
2018, you worked for Management
What's up, Miss
Inc.
Poober?
Yes.
And what is Management Inc.?
It is a psychological corporation that typically provides psychological treatment and evaluations for people who have sustained industrial injuries.
Have you always maintained a license of PsyD, or was it PhD at one point? Did it change, or it's always been the PsyD?
It has always been PsyD.
So you never went into like family, LA's MFT, or you don't have any of the other licenses? You went straight for this?
Yes.
And how long does it
What's
take
up,
to get
Six?
this license after undergraduate degree?
After undergraduate degree,
Yeah.
roughly 6 years.
So in order to become a psychologist after high school, you spent approximately 10 years, is that fair?
Yes.
And what is the distinction between a PsyD and a PhD? Is there a difference?
The main difference that I can report is PsyDs are more clinically focused on psychological treatment versus PhDs can also provide clinical treatment, but they can also focus more on research.
Okay, and before today, it's probably been several years before you looked at your medical file, correct?
Yes,
And that's because you no longer work at Managed Med, Inc., you opened your own practice or work for a different practice, correct?
I work for a different employer.
And when you worked for Managed Med, you were an employee for them?
Yes,
Now, if you look at the first page of your report, date of injury, it says 2/24/18. Do you know if that's accurate?
Objection, Flax Foundation calls for speculation.
Sustained, it's also vacant.
I'll represent to you that the date
Y'all
of incident
double tap
is
that
February
screen, get the
24,
lights up.
2018. That's the date of the injury. And that's the date it says in your report, correct?
yes,
Okay, and then it says the date of your examination, April 26, 2018. Do you know if that date is accurate?
I believe so.
All right, and then if you go to Exhibit 2-5, the fifth page, there's another report which has a different exam date. Do you see that?
Yes,
And that was August 10th of 2018, correct?
yes.
Okay.
7 Gale, this is another doctor.
Without going into the expert reasons or the psychological reasons or anything like that, I just want to understand. You asked the patient to come back a second time, correct?
They were asked to come back several times after the first visit.
Okay. And if there was nothing wrong with them, would they come back for a second visit? If you know, do you know?
Flax Foundation calls for speculation.
Sustained.
When you see a patient, not this patient, one time for the first time, and there's nothing wrong with them, would you see them a second time, or you usually say, I'm sorry, there's nothing wrong with you, goodbye?
Objection, compound, Flax Foundation calls for speculation.
You can answer.
I would see them a second time.
And if you go back to
What's up, Westside?
the page 1, which is 2-001, in the first paragraph, you go through a job description of what the patient came to see you for. You basically have a job description of what your patient was doing at the time of the incident, correct?
Objection made.
Yes,
Okay. And what was her job title from what you see? What would it be?
security guard.
And you did a comprehensive psychological evaluation of Imani Ellis, correct?
Objection, outside the scope of her designation. Wasn't designated.
Yes,
How long did you spend with
This
her?
Cardi B trial, 713. It's alleged assault
for the
against
preliminary
a
evaluation or
security
the
guard at the
psychological?
hospital.
The whole thing
What's up,
combined
Tracy?
on February 26th of 2018. You may not have an exact time frame, but I want to know that based on your experience, for this type of care, how many minutes did you spend with Imani Ellis on that day?
I cannot recall.
Was it more than an hour?
It may have been.
In general, when you see the patients to go over their emotional injuries, how long do you usually spend with them? Is it usually an hour, 30 minutes? I mean, there is a minimum, right?
Right, on the initial visit, typically an hour to an hour and a half.
Everybody take time to hit that like button, man. Either double tap the screen on your mobile device or click those 3 dots and hit the thumbs up if you're not on a mobile device. Make sure you take time to subscribe to the channel, man.
That information in your diagnosis and treatment of the patient.
Objection, outside the scope.
This statement,
Yes.
I can't say that I did.
Why is it important to write down
What's up, Tam?
these profanities in your report for a psychologist? Why did you feel it was important to put that in your report? Why?
With regards to workers' comp injuries, we try to document clients' statements using their own words.
Are you aware that in workers' compensation, the applicant is held to the laws of perjury and must be honest and truthful in their reports of injuries? Is that your understanding as a doctor?
Yes.
Objection, not.
What's up, Nick?
And at the end of a lot of these reports, you yourself will declare under penalty of perjury that everything is accurate. Isn't that true?
Yes.
Okay, and in fact, if we go to 2-004, at the end of your report, you do in fact write that, and you sign that. Is that your signature there?
Yes.
Okay, and it says, I further declare under penalty of perjury that I have not violated the provisions of California Labor Code Section 139.3, 139.31, operative January 1st of 94, with regard to this evaluation of this patient on the preparation of this report. Why is this paragraph always written in these reports?
Objection, last citation.
Do you know?
Just to make a statement that the information we gather is true to our knowledge.
Do you ever, or have you ever treated a patient on a lien basis?
I want to say yes. The majority of clients that come in for workers' comp injuries, I believe they're treated on a lien basis.
Okay, so
Please
what that
double
means
tap
is
that
you see
screen,
the
guys. Get
patients,
the likes up.
you submit a bill, and then you wait to get paid at a later time, correct?
The corporation would submit a bill and wait to get paid at a later time.
And sometimes they're denied, correct?
Correct.
Do you know if yours was granted or denied?
I cannot recall.
Now, I really want to understand one thing. As a psychologist, if I came to you and I said, I broke my middle finger, I injured my left shoulder, I broke my knee, I broke my back, I fell on the ground and I hit my head and I've got a big bruise on my head and I have psychological issues. Would you really be focusing on the physical or would you be more focused on the psychological?
I would focus on the psychological injuries that were a result of the physical injuries.
Okay. So it would be nice to know those details, but you probably wouldn't write verbatim, word for word, the physical injuries, correct?
My focus would be the psychological injuries.
So if there were physical injuries here, for example, if there was a scar or a scratch or something physical and it's not perfectly mentioned here, does that mean it didn't occur?
I don't know how to answer that question. Usually, from what I can recall, if it's documented in one of the intake forms, I will address it or mention it, but I can't recall whether it was or was not.
Are you aware that in this case, the defense has designated a Dr. James Rosenberg as a psychiatrist in this case? Are you aware of that?
No.
Okay. Are you aware that Dr. Rosenberg will not be testifying about any physical injury?
Objection, Your Honor.
If the patient that you see does tell you about their physical injuries, and you do want to know about it and put it in your report, or would you then come up with a diagnosis as to the physical injury or not?
No,
You don't treat any physical injuries, correct?
no,
If Imani Ellis came to you that day on February 24th, 2018 with a cut in her face, would you do anything to treat the cut?
no,
What would you tell her? You tell her to leave and go to the hospital or go to a medical doctor, correct?
if a patient comes and they have a physical injury, typically they are referred to a physical doctor to address those injuries.
Aside from the cut to Miss Imani Ellis's face, did Miss Imani Ellis complain about any other physical injury to you?
Objection, argumentative, contrary to the evidence.
Hey,
I can
Tussie.
only report on the physical symptoms that were included in the report, and that states headaches and trouble sleeping.
But how about physical injury to the body, like her face, her neck, her back? Was there anything physical that was really
Nita, what's
documented by
up?
you as a psychologist?
I would have to read through the report, but I cannot recall.
And what is MMPI? What does that mean?
That's a psychological test.
And you did that test for this patient?
She completed the test, and it was interpreted.
And what does it entail to do the MMPI test? What does the patient have to do?
It is a questionnaire. I cannot recall if it's 500 and something odd questions, true and false, that ask about various symptoms.
And you did the test, you had her do the test in your office?
I believe she completed the test, and it was scored by my office and interpreted.
Okay. And you were paid for that test? You billed for that test, correct?
I believe so.
And after that test, on Exhibit 2-017, if you can look at that page, date of exam, November 26, 2018. Do you see that?
Yes,
So after you did the test, you then decided to do a psychological reevaluation, correct?
yes,
And
What's
on
up,
page
Cynthia?
2 of that report, which is Exhibit
Read the chat.
2-018,
You will see what's going on here.
you have some diagnoses that you've written in your report.
yes.
I have
And
been
you again
dropping
declare
what's
under penalty
going
of
on in
perjury
the
that
chat.
all
All you
of
have
this
to
is accurate.
do is look at
That's your
everything
signature on
news
Exhibit
coming.
2-19.
Yes,
And if you look at Exhibit 2-20, your office billed $600 for treatment on that date, April 26, 2018, correct?
yes,
Okay. Do you know if you were paid for that or not?
I do not.
And then if you look at the following page, Exhibit 2-21, there's some additional dates which I want to go over with you. August 10th of 2018, you billed $300 for treatment, is that correct?
You said August 10th,
August 10th of 2018.
2018, there's several.
Yeah, the first two, 150 and 150, correct?
Yes,
So that's the second time she came to you, correct?
I believe so.
As far as the records say, yes?
Yes,
And then on May 18th of 2018, again, $150 for individual psychotherapy, correct?
Excuse me, objection, relevance to all this, given that
Sustained.
Yes.
In looking at your bill, which would be Exhibit 2-20, 2-21, and 2-22.
This is the Cardi B trial.
I count approximately 7
Already,
different
Michelle.
dates of service that you treated this patient. Is that accurate? Did you see her 7 times?
Dr. Objection.
yes, relevance, Your Honor. Foundation of also relevance.
And over.
Greer Michelle, did you subscribe? Thank you for
that
subscribing.
true?
If you-
I can't say whether I saw her 7 different times.
Okay.
Typically, when clients were seen at the corporation, I would see them initially. They would then be referred to a psychological assistant for treatment. And then I would see them several times after.
What's up, Hannah?
Checking into the evaluations on their progress.
Okay, I understand. How about this then? Ms. Amani Ellis, according to this bill,
What's up,
came
Lynette?
to Managed Med Inc. on 7 different occasions, 7 different
What's
dates
up, Kimberly?
between April 26, 2018 and January
If you
15th
just
of
got here,
2019.
make sure you double
Just
tap
the number
that
of
screen.
visits. You agree with that, doctor?
According to this bill, yes.
And if my math serves me correct, the combined billing
Hey,
that
Reed.
your office billed Miss Ellis, or Miss Ellis's work comp, was $5,087. Is that correct? If you were to add $600, $3,787. Actually, it's there for you on the last page, 2-23, total lien. You see the total lien?
Yes, $5,087.
And so then, in fact, you did treat her on a lien basis, correct?
Correct.
And then you do that all the time then, when you work for Managed Med.
Yes,
It's a routine procedure,
yes.
nothing improper to do that, right?
Objection.
Sustained.
Okay.
So this is like a psychological doctor that the alleged that the complainant went to, alleging that Cardi B called
Are you
her
familiar
distress.
with
What's up,
exhibit,
Shardell?
sorry, not exhibit, CPT codes?
Billing codes?
Yes.
Not that familiar.
You have to know them for your practice?
I don't, because I don't bill.
Is it reasonable for a psychologist to charge $600 for 2 hours of psychological treatment?
Objection.
Sustained.
It depends.
It's the objection sustained.
Continue to double tap that screen, guys. That's how you hit the like button. Or you can click those 3 dots, hit that thumbs up. Can we get 40
And
more
the
likes?
MMPI exam that Ms. Ellis did, do you know approximately how many hours it took her to complete the 500 questions?
Objection, nice. Foundation.
Over.
I don't know how long it took her. Typically, it will take the clients several hours to complete them, depending on their reading level.
You think it would be less than or more than 4 hours?
It might be less than 4 hours.
What's up, Sharice? What's up, Kenneth?
Okay, and then if I can go to Exhibit 2-13. In the discussion, it says that she was referred for psychological evaluation. Who referred her to you, do you know? Sorry, 2-013 in the right-hand corner. And it's right under discussion in the second paragraph. Oh, sorry, first paragraph, the middle of the page. You see that there?
213, the middle of the page?
Yeah, Miss Imani Ellis was referred for psychological evaluation. Does that mean she's referred to you, or you're referring her to somebody else?
She was referred to the clinic.
Do you know how she was referred to the clinic?
Most clients are referred through their attorney.
And that's the workers' compensation attorney?
Yes.
Do you know who that attorney would be? It's not me.
According to the report, it's the employee legal advocates.
Shout out to Lalizi for being a member for the last 11 months.
And then in the next paragraph, it talks about the fact that she was conducting regular patrols at the building, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And that she came into contact with a female music celebrity. Are you familiar? I wasn't asking a question yet. Question is this: are you familiar with
Double tap that
actress
screen,
or
guys.
celebrity,
We need 30 more
musician,
likes.
rapper, Cardi B?
Yes.
You know her?
Yes.
How do you know her?
Through
It's Cardi.
Do you respect her work?
Objection, no.
Assisting.
Are you a fan of Cardi B?
Objection, no.
Assisting.
Do you have any bias to testify in favor of the plaintiff or the defendant in this case?
No.
No? Either way, you're just here to tell the truth, correct?
Correct.
And further on, it talks about, well, let me ask you this. Why was it so important to document all of these details? Why are you documenting all of these details about the telephone and her listening to her voicemails? Is there a reason why it was there?
There's no particular reason. Usually, it's just to capture the incident in the client's own words. And so we try to obtain as much detail as we can for the attorneys and those involved in the case.
Okay, and isn't it true that in your report, you document that Imani Ellis was holding her cell phone, reportedly
What's up,
listening to her voicemails?
Objection, this characterizes the document.
Assisting. So, counsel, to the extent that there's hearsay statements that are offered for treatment, that's one thing. This doesn't relate to treatment, so.
Cardi and
the
this
questions are
blonde
gonna-
hair,
I'm gonna
guys.
start sustaining the court's own hearsay objections regarding anything that doesn't have to do with.
What's up,
medical
Autumn?
treatment.
Thank you, Emma. The next sentence, I want to ask you if it has to do with treatment. Ms. Ellis reports that the person responded by saying, in quotes, "Don't be telling people you effing see me." Is that
That sounds just
something that
like
you
Cardi.
use for medical treatment and diagnosis of your patients?
Objection, good sense.
Overall.
What page is that?
That's on the same page, it's just the next sentence. Sentence number 4
15 more likes, guys.
and
15
5.
more likes.
On the second
Click
paragraph
those
under
three dots,
discussion,
hit
you see
that
where it says
thumbs
Miss
up.
Ellison reports? Miss Ellis reports?
And what was your question again?
So the question is, when you wrote in quotes, "Don't be telling people you effing see me," did you use that sentence in
What's
your
up,
diagnosis and treatment of Miss Ellis?
No.
Why did you put that there?
Just capturing the client's incident according to her report.
Right, and
What's up, Jeanette? Shout out to everybody in the building.
did
Could
you
y'all
put
please double tap that screen?
these statements,
What's up,
the other
Royce?
quote and this quote, in your report to measure the extent of the psychological damage?
No.
Shout out to Reload Key for being a member for the last 10
And then you
months.
say after that the individual then proceeded to put her finger in the applicant's face, almost touching her nose. Did you use that sentence for treatment of this patient?
No.
But why are all of these statements in your report?
Again, just capturing the client's report of the incident.
And when you say capturing, did you record it, or is it something that you heard and then later on went and made your report?
Are you asking if I wrote them in my own words or the information was captured from the
I
other?
guess time passes. So for example, if your patient comes in and gives you a history of what happened to them, and you're not recording them,
Continue
and
to
you're
work
not
on that
typing
like
it out
button,
right there
guys.
and then,
Double tap that
things could be
screen.
lost in time. Details. Some of them are, some of them are not. So the question is, are you taking down the history in real live time, like that camera with a 30-minute delay? Or is it something where you hear the history, maybe you take down some notes, and you come back a month later and write your report?
In real life time, the camera with the 30 minutes delay.
What's that?
Then in real life
Shout out
time,
to everybody that's hitting that like
do
button.
it that way.
Thank you.
yes.
You had her on video?
Not on video, but either it was used, I used a dictation machine or I wrote it down myself.
Okay. So if you write it down yourself, do you write down every single word in this report?
Yes, if I'm capturing quotes.
How about when you're not capturing quotes? Meaning some of the sentences in here are in quotes and some are not. So do you agree that the ones in quotes are verbatim what she said? That's fair?
Yes,
And the ones that are not in quotes are not verbatim, correct?
correct.
And how long after you see the patient do you make the report? How long does it take to generate this report?
Right after they leave the office, or leave my office.
Okay, but isn't it true that sometimes you'll see a patient and maybe a week, a few weeks, a month will go by before you prepare these long 4-page and 10-page reports? Isn't that true? Because they do take a lot of time to prepare, don't they?
Objection, leaving argumentative.
Sustained.
Your second report on August 10, 2018, it's 12 pages long. Who prepared this report? You have somebody outside, like a
Transcriber?
transcriber, do it?
Yes.
And between you
Continue to work on
and
that like
the
button, guys. Double
dictation
tap that
and
screen.
the transcriber, isn't it true that sometimes the details could be lost, meaning there could be errors in the report?
Objection.
That's a possibility, correct?
Objection calls for speculation.
Overruled.
It could be a possibility.
And you've had that in your practice. Isn't it true in your practice you've had that where there were mistakes and you had to correct them? For example, you make an amended report. Isn't that true? Sometimes you have to do that?
After the report is transcribed,
Yes.
it is reviewed for corrections.
And have you ever done an amended report?
Yes.
If the details of the injury, for example, as I explained you the story about me breaking my finger and my left shoulder and my left knee and my back, if that is not perfect, would you catch that to correct the report? Or is that something that's really physical that even if there's a mistake with that piece, you're not going to go back and correct it because your sole goal is to treat her for psychological treatment, correct?
Objection, argument, lack of foundation.
Sustained.
Have you ever gone back and corrected a report when there was an error about physical injury? Do you ever remember doing that?
Cannot recall.
But you've done it for psychological injuries, correct?
Objection, weakness.
Overruled.
I've done it for all that's included in the report, whether that's emotional symptoms, physical symptoms, or the general testing results.
Sorry, can I ask the next one?
Or the testing results.
Can you speak up, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
And just so we're clear, Ms. Imani Ellis came to you for psychological injuries
Yes.
only.
Objection mischaracterizes the evidence and also lacks foundation.
Overruled.
Hearsay.
Yes.
And that does not include physical injury, correct?
She was seen for psychological injury.
Can we get the lights
So
to
if she
150, guys?
also
Double tap that screen.
broke her teeth, would that be important for your psychological treatment of the patient?
Not for the treatment.
So when someone has a physical injury, do you refer them out to a medical doctor if they don't have one?
If they don't have one, we refer them back to their attorney.
So the attorney is the one that refers them out.
Correct.
Are you aware that Ms. Ellis saw a plastic surgeon, Dr. Scher, in 2018,
Objection, lack.
somewhere around the time when she saw you?
Sustained.
Did you review any medical records from a Dr. John Scher in this case?
Neither. You only got to double. You only got to tap one
Did you
time.
review any medical records from Dr. Avila for any
Neither. I'm only telling the people who haven't hit the like button to hit it by double tapping the screen. You only get one chance to hit the like button. Any other time you double tapping after that, it takes away and puts it back. So don't worry about double tapping the screen to hit the like button if you already hit it. If you haven't hit it, hit that like button. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, man.
records, correct?
Correct.
Why didn't you reach out to manage?
Psychiatric, I'm not begging for anything. I'm demanding. It's a difference. Begging is saying, please, please, pretty please, hit the like button. Me, I'm saying double tap my like button or take a trip on a rocket ship. Let's get psychiatric right up out of here for being a smart mouth. Go and send him on that rocket ship. You're going to take a trip, buddy, to where you'll never return. Moderators, get him out my chat.
1-004. You have that?
I do.
Have you ever seen that document before?
No.
Your Honor, objection.
You're going to go through all the medical records? She
There's
doesn't
only a
read-
few. There's only three, Your Honor. Just three.
Ma'am, do you remember reviewing any medical records?
I do not.
Okay, she doesn't remember reviewing any medical records.
Your Honor, I was going to see if I could refresh your recollection with you. Just one more, if I may.
Your Honor, we object. This is a table that counsel prepared. It's not an exhibit.
I'll withdraw this question. I'll go to the next one, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. If you could go to Exhibit 3. Did you review any sorry, I withdraw that. Did you review any psychological records from Premier Forensic Psychology from Dr. Alex Avila?
Objection, Your Honor. Motion eliminated. And the ruling on the motion eliminated. Relevant lack of foundation.
Sustained.
Did you review any records from, well, straight then. Let's have you go to Exhibit 4.
Thank you, Dorothy.
Do you see that?
Yes.
Did you review any of these records from plastic surgeon Brett Mulliken?
Objection, Your Honor. Lacks foundation.
Overruled.
I do not recall.
Okay, and if you look at the HPI, which is the history,
We're not going to read from the document.
I will not read from the document. I just wanted the doctor to
Already,
read
Holly.
the
Shout out
paragraph.
to you, Holly.
If you read those 4 lines, does that help you refresh your recollection about anything Imani Ellis told you when she saw you in 2018 and 2019?
For the history of fantasy.
Yeah, don't read from the document, just read
What's
it
up,
yourself.
Haley?
And if you just answer my question, in reading these 4 lines, does that help refresh your recollection about anything
What's up,
Imani
Constance?
Ellis told you when you did treat her in 2018 and 2019?
Yes.
And why does it refresh your recollection? Without reading from the document, what did it do for you now, here, right now?
What lists the date of injury, which was in the previous report I reviewed.
Okay. Anything else?
Just one of the details.
Okay. Without reading from the report, what detail?
I think I recall something about fingernails.
What about fingernails?
Your Honor.
Sustained.
Okay. And then finally, I just ask you this question. I just want to know about the billing. You have any way to know if the bill of $5,087 was ever paid by anyone?
I do not.
Okay, no further questions. Thank you.
All right, Cross?
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Doctor.
Afternoon.
Okay, so I'm going to try to not overlap with council's questions, but I do have questions about some of the
D,
exhibits that he
read
showed
the
you.
chat. D, it'll tell you everything you need to know about
And
what
first
we're
of all,
watching.
Just to be clear, you saw the plaintiff in April of 2018 because she had made a workers' compensation claim, correct?
Objection, misstates the testimony of the witness.
Overall.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to ask, I'm going to make it easier, I'm going to use our exhibits. And I should also say, counsel was right, we subpoenaed you too.
Cardi looks sleepy.
We appreciate you showing up. The court has authorized us to ask our questions of you so that you don't have to come back a second day. Thank the court. I agree though, but thank the court, so I'll take it too. So I have some of the same documents, but with the different exhibit numbers, and we can display them. And the first one is, I would ask, counsel, we're going to use exhibit 206, which is the equivalent to a portion of the exhibit you were showing her. Is there a way to make that a little bit more visible to people?
Your Honor, I would object to showing the document because she doesn't have her medical file, and it's a hearsay document that was prepared by Management Inc., and I was not provided the opportunity to show it to her.
I don't remember you asking, but do you object to it being published
Yes,
based on hearsay ground?
yes, Your Honor.
Assistant,
I'm sorry, based on,
hearsay ground?
it's what I'm
Can you
looking,
take it off the Elmo Stars? That's not allowed.
what I'm going to focus
Why
on.
don't you take the document down for now?
He's doing that now. What I'm going to focus on are her recording of plaintiff's own statements, which are, of course, plaintiff party admissions.
Your Honor, I wasn't.
He's already questioned her on the same document.
Right, so we're not going to argue it back and forth. You can ask her questions if you want to put the document in front of her and ask
Let's
her
get
questions about it.
15 more.
Fine,
Let's
but we're
get
not
50 more likes,
publish it.
guys. Double tap that screen.
Okay.
Let's get the
If you
likes
can
to
look
200.
in the blue book for exhibit 206, it should be tabbed probably towards the end. You found it?
Most definitely
Yes.
make sure y'all subscribe to the channel.
Do you
if you're
recognize
new.
this as the same document counsel was showing you?
Yes.
And it is also the preliminary psychological evaluation done on April 26, 2018.
Yes.
And let's look a little bit closer at the second page that he asked you questions about. Could you read out loud the bold caption on that page?
History of the incident as reported by the patient.
And so everything that is recorded there is what the plaintiff told you in April of 2018, correct?
Correct.
And let's look a little bit closer
What's
at the
up,
verification at the end. So if we go to page, the fourth page, and there's a caption disclosure statement, correct?
Yes.
And can you read out loud the last sentence of the first paragraph?
That's Cardi B, guys. If y'all don't know this.
As
that's
to
her
that
in
information, that sentence?
Yes, thank you.
As to that information, I declare under penalty or perjury that the information accurately describes the information provided to me, and accept as noted herein that I believe it to be true.
And is it correct that what you verified under perjury was that you had correctly recorded what the plaintiff told you?
Correct.
Okay. Did you at any point, anywhere in this document, in this verification page or otherwise, verified that what she was telling you was true?
No.
Okay. Now, if we go back to the second page, the first paragraph, after history of the incident as reported by the patient, could you read the first 3 words?
Your Honor, I would object because she's not an expert and also hearsay.
I'm not sure. It's first 3 words of what?
Of Exhibit 206, where she confirms that she is, the statements that counsel read are the statements of...
We need 30 more likes, guys. 30 more likes.
The applicant
Click those
report.
3 dots, hit
Right.
the thumbs up.
And third paragraph, the first 3 words.
Ms. Ellis reports.
And could you read the last sentence of that, after Miss Ellis reports?
Yeah, objection, he's only picking and choosing words that he likes. You should read the whole thing as a whole.
That's the, please, about the speaking objections?
I apologize, Your Honor. Objection for completeness.
It's overruled, maybe.
What paragraph again?
15
Yeah,
more
the
likes,
paragraph that
guys.
begins
to
Miss Ellis
200,
reports,
15
I'm
more
only asking you
likes.
to read the last sentence, full sentence, complete. Don't leave anything out.
Her nails were really long, almost touching the applicant's nose.
Right. Is there, let's go to the second.
Your Honor, for purposes of completeness.
What's up,
I would ask-
Cindy?
You can address it on redirect.
Let's go to the third page.
Thank
Can you
you,
read the
Dorothy.
first full heading in bold on the third page?
Associated physical symptoms.
Right. Is there any mention, well, first of all, is this a portion of the report where you record any physical symptoms that plaintiff reported?
Yes.
And even though this is a psychological report, you in fact, as a matter of practice and in this document, documented any, would have mentioned any physical symptoms that she had, correct?
13
Objection,
more
false
likes,
statement.
guys. Double tap that screen. Make sure you
Correct.
subscribe if you're new.
Anywhere
What's up, Renee?
in that, well, actually, could you read for the jury, please, the complete associated physical symptoms that plaintiff reported to you 2 months after the alleged incident?
Objection, I would ask that counsel can read and not the witness.
Overruled.
Ms. Ellis reports that she experiences headaches at least 4 to 5 times a week that last several hours.
Thank you,
She is
Shanice.
also sleeping more than she used to.
That's it. No mention of a scar?
Not in this statement.
No mention of any physical injury?
Not in this report.
And you took
7
down
more
this
likes,
information
guys.
that's in
7
this
more
report
likes.
as
Click
plaintiff
the 3
provided
dots,
it to
hit the
you,
thumbs up.
as you put it, at the time that she said it, correct?
Correct.
And you verified at the end, under penalty of perjury, that you had correctly recorded what she said, correct?
Correct.
Wyona, what's up?
If you look at the,
We're 1 like away from
page
200,
2.
guys.
of this exhibit,
Click those 3 dots, hit that thumbs up.
206, and let's go to the third, excuse me, the
Thank
fourth.
you.
Fourth paragraph, do you see the language, it turned into a screaming match?
Same objection, Your Honor. He's
Overruled.
Correct.
And that's in quotes, isn't it?
Yes.
And that is what the plaintiff told you, right? She didn't mention any physical symptoms, she just said it turned into a screaming match. Is that correct?
According to the report.
Do you have any
Yes,
reason to
Mayor,
doubt
what's
that the report is correct or inaccurate?
No.
And in fact, you verified at the time, under penalty of perjury, that it was correct.
According to what the applicant reported.
Right. And I apologize, yes, that's an important distinction, that it correctly recorded what plaintiff said, right?
Correct.
You were not verifying that she was telling the truth, were you?
No, we typically do not verify unless provided with other reports.
I think they all trying to get a cut of the money,
Okay,
Nina.
if I could ask you to go to Exhibit 207, which is the other document that counsel showed you. Do you see it?
Yes.
And do you recognize it? And feel free to thumb through it if you like.
Oh, no,
as
baby,
the
no, you
other
didn't.
portion of his exhibit.
Oh, baby, I know you didn't. Marati, up out of here. We'll holler at you. I'm talk whenever I want to talk, ma'am. And if you don't want to listen to me, get off of my channel. Let's block her. Let's not give her nowhere to go. You just took a trip on your favorite rocket ship. We'll holler at you, ma'am.
Yes.
What, 4 or 5 months later?
Correct.
And if you look at the second page, it's got another history of the incident as reported in preliminary evaluations. See that?
Correct.
That's the heading?
Yes.
And that's as reported by plaintiff in August of 2018?
Not on August of 2018. It's usually the information that was captured in the preliminary.
Okay, got it. And that also, in the third paragraph, states that Ms. Ellis reports that the celebrity's nails were really long, almost touching the applicant's nose.
Live, love, laugh. What's
See
up?
that?
Yeah.
And then on the next page, associated physical symptoms, it still doesn't mention a scar or any physical symptoms, correct?
Correct. It's the same information from the previous report.
Hey, Lisa.
And you also, at page 12, verified under penalty of perjury that you had accurately set out what plaintiff told you, right?
Correct.
Okay, let's
Dwayne, what's up, my guy?
bear with me for just a second. You actually met with the plaintiff in 2018, correct?
Correct.
And you remember your deposition was taken in this action? You were deposed, you asked questions. I can give you the date if you like.
I was deposed. I just cannot recall the date.
Yeah, I don't either, it's here somewhere. But you did have your deposition taken, correct?
Yes.
And you testified at your deposition that if you had seen any scars or bruising on the plaintiff's face when you met her, you would have noted it, correct?
If that's what I stated. Correct.
Continue to double tap that screen, guys. Shout out to everybody that's hit
Yes.
that like button. Thank
You
you
would like
for
to see
the
it?
support.
Yes.
Could we,
Your Honor, I would object to it because it's not here that the
What's your
purpose-
legal objection?
The purpose of using it is not to impeach the witness, it's simply to reinforce what she's already said. She's already agreed to it.
I'm sorry,
15.
may I say one quick thing? This is our case in chief.
Why don't you just ask her the same question now?
Okay, fine. Doctor, if Ms. Ellis had shown up for her examination and had a scar or scars or bruising on her face, would you have noted it in your report?
Objection calls for speculation.
Overruled.
If it was indicated on one of the intake forms.
I'm sorry?
If it was indicated on one of the intake forms.
If you saw her would
Let Purple Groovy rock. You know what I'm saying? That's my person right there. Let her rock. Let Purple Groovy, she good.
Objection calls for speculation.
Overruled.
I believe I would on the mental status.
okay, thank you.
What's up, Jennifer?
Bear with me for a second.
Y'all double tap
We
that
can,
screen as y'all enter.
turn
If you're on a
please
mobile
to
device,
Exhibit
or click the
222.
3 dots, hit that thumbs up. We watching Cardi B trial live. Okay, it's good. You good, Belinda. Shout out to you. Hey, Pamela.
What is Exhibit 222?
You good, Belinda. No harm, no foul. You all good.
This is a back depression inventory.
I'm sorry.
A back depression inventory. It's a psychological test for emotional symptoms.
Right. And is this a form that is provided to the workers' compensation applicant for the applicant to circle the symptoms they claim?
You didn't do
Yes.
nothing, Purple Groovy. It was an
And
accident.
is this the form that plaintiff filled out on April
You good.
26,
She did it on
2018?
accident, Purple. You all good?
It looks so, yes.
Okay. And you identified it at your deposition as the form that she filled out, right?
Correct. I think.
And could you read the, at the end of the first
This looks
column,
like a money grab to me, guys. I
Fine.
think somebody just trying to get
question
some
3?
change.
What did she circle there?
5, the guilty feelings.
3, line 3, the very last line. On the first page. So if you look under guilty feelings,
Correct.
and what did she circle?
I feel guilty all the time.
And if you can turn to Exhibit 225,
Miss Poohbar,
is this the same this type of form?
Correct.
And is this the form that she filled out on January 15, 2019?
Correct.
And what did she circle about guilty feelings at that point?
I feel guilty over many things I have done or should
what's
have
up,
done.
Derek?
Sorry, what was that?
I'm sorry?
Where are you reading? I couldn't find it.
We're watching the Cardi B
Under
trial
guilty
live,
feelings.
guys. This is Cardi
I mean,
B's trial.
I don't know what exhibit you're on.
225.
Oh,
A security guard says she was attacked by Cardi.
Okay.
Cardi cut her face with her nails and made her suffer physical and emotional trauma, guys. I think it's a money
Thank you
grab.
very much. I
If
think
you
that's all
just
the
not
questions
getting
I
there,
have.
double tap that screen.
All
Get the
right.
lights
Yes,
up.
Your Honor, thank you very much. Isn't it true that Imani Ellis came to see you for psychological injuries only?
Correct.
Life Foundation, Foster.
But she didn't have any scars or any photos,
Correct.
guys. Sound like a
Did
money
Miss Imani
grab.
Ellis come to
Everybody
you for
trying to get
physical
paid.
injuries?
She did not.
Did Miss Imani Ellis come to you for plastic surgery?
She did not.
Are you a plastic surgeon?
I am not.
Any reason for you to note that there was a scar there or was not there when you saw her in April of 2018?
I'm not sure how to answer that. Any reason for me to note it?
Yeah, you was trying to get paid.
No particular reason.
You was trying to make sure you get your cut of that money or
And
Cardi B's
the
money.
question that counsel asked you about guilty,
Allegedly.
Exhibit 222, guilty feelings. I feel guilty all the time. Does that mean that she's guilty of something?
Objection. Life Foundation.
Sustained.
And then in 225, I feel guilty over many things I have done or should have done. What does that mean?
Objection. Hearsay. Life Foundation.
Can we get the lights to 250,
What
guys?
is
We
the
need
purpose
25
of
more
guilty
lights.
feelings? What is
Click
this
those
all
3
about?
dots, hit that
Why do
thumbs
you have
up.
this in here?
The overall measurement is to capture symptoms related to depression. And so it asks about different symptoms that would meet the criteria for depression, like sadness, loss of pleasure, guilty feelings.
Can someone have psychological problems and have guilty feelings at the same time?
Objection. Expert testimony.
Sustained.
Isn't it true that no matter which one of the 4 were circled, it wouldn't have mattered for the diagnosis of this patient, correct?
Sustained. We're going to stay with some expert testimony.
When you have number 5 here, guilty feelings, does that mean they're guilty of a crime or something? What does guilty feelings mean?
Miss Amazing, I'm most definitely back.
Can you explain to us what guilty is? when
Counsel, you
it's-
need to move on.
One question about this guilty issue. When you have this here that says guilty feelings, does
What's
it
up,
mean
B?
that Imani Ellis is
Make sure y'all
guilty
subscribing
of
if
the
y'all
incident,
new.
or is it guilty feelings about
And yes, I
psychological
do
issues?
say y'all, because I'm from Texas. Shout out to all my Texas people.
Isn't it true that if a patient is coming to you for psychological injuries, they're not going to tell you about all of their physical injuries? For example, if she has a dental complaint, she's not going to tell you about her dental complaints, even if it's related to the incident.
Objection.
That's possible, correct?
Calls for speculation, lack of foundation, without sight.
Overruled.
What's up, Danica?
You can answer.
When
What's up,
the
Kel?
patients were referred for psychological treatment, they filled out a claim form. If the attorney on that claim form only put that we were to focus on the site, then that's what we focused on.
So it was the attorney. It
We
was
need
her attorney
17
who
more likes to
decided
hit 250, guys.
what was
Let's
going
get
to be
me
on
there.
the
Click
post.
those 3
Is that
dots,
your
hit that
testimony?
thumbs up.
I believe so.
And if the attorney put in physical complaints, do you think that an attorney would send that to you, or would an attorney send it to a medical doctor?
Objection.
If you know, if you.
Calls for speculation, lack of foundation.
Sustained.
Okay, and then I want to go back to what counsel was talking about in the report where you read from. Exhibit 206, do you remember that one?
We're 9 likes away from 250, guys.
Exhibit
Shout out to
206,
everybody
page
that's hitting that like
2
button.
of 4.
Let's get me to
See that,
250, guys.
Yes.
So counsel asked you
What's
about
my guy
paragraph
OBI?
3,
Now you know you
And
part
he
of the
read you the
squad.
last sentence.
Where your t-shirt go, OBI?
or you read it. Her nails were really long, almost touching the applicant's nose. Do you remember when he asked you about that sentence?
Yes.
Okay. The sentence before it, I want to
Oh, no,
focus
you
on that for
didn't.
completeness.
Oh, no, you didn't. Ken says goodbye. Nobody cares about this. Well, we don't care about you. We'll holler at you, dog. You just took a trip on your favorite rocket ship, zooming through the sky. Hater, bye-bye. We'll holler at you, man. We don't need your kind around here.
Not sure.
Objection.
Do you know, I'll withdraw the question. Do you know if that sentence, the one I just read you, has any connection with physical contact?
Objection.
Or you don't know?
Objection. Comments.
Overruled.
Do I know if the sentence you asked?
Keep the rockets ready, guys. Y'all know we got more rockets than Elon Musk, and we deport people faster than Trump. If you ain't got a green card, you are subject to get deported. Play with me if you want to.
No.
From all these 23 pages?
No.
Okay, and you didn't read all the 23 pages, did you?
I did not.
And you, as you sat there for the last hour and a half,
Let's get Manuel up out of here. He just got deported, talking about stop talking. This my show. I talk as much as I want to, my guy. You don't run nothing over here. Matter of fact, we'll holler at you. It's a mass deportation situation. If you want to take a trip, type something stupid in the chat. I get you right up out of here. What's up, LG7?
and in the next sentence,
Shout
It
out to
says,
everybody that hit
Ms.
that like
Ellis
button. Thank
states
you.
that she tried to explain that she was not speaking to anyone regarding seeing the celebrity, yet the individual then spat on her. Is there a reason why you wrote this in your report?
Objection, Your Honor.
Overruled.
Just capturing the incident as reported.
And when the patient told you that she was spit on, did you believe her?
Objection.
Sustained.
Absolutely, Shanice.
Would you agree that spitting on a person is considered physical contact?
Objection.
Sustained.
And then if we can go to the 7th paragraph. Once in the lobby area, the celebrity's security guard approached. The applicant explained the situation and the security guard reportedly apologized. Do you know why the security guard of the defendant apologized to Ms. Imani Ellis?
Objection. Argumentative.
Sustained. Counsel, let's focus on what she knows.
Did Imani Ellis tell you, after me reading that sentence to you and you reading it for yourself, did Imani Ellis tell you that the security guard for the defendant apologized?
According to the report, yes.
Money told her if she say what she wanted to
Do
say
you know
in her
what she
favor, she was gonna
apologized
give her
for?
some of
I'm
that
sorry. Do you
money.
know why he
Allegedly,
apologized?
that's what I think.
Objection, calls for speculation, lacks foundation.
Sustained.
No further questions, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, recross?
Yes, Your Honor, briefly.
We're at the cross-examination now, guys. Cardi's team finna do their thing.
I get a pen.
What's that? New pen for juror number 5, please. We're gonna have to rewrite the budget for pens and paper.
Mayor,
What's
proceed.
up before Price?
Dr. Counsel had, referring to if he had shown up with a broken finger, broken back, broken other body parts. Let me ask you, if plaintiff had shown up with physical injuries,
Objection, Your Honor, this exceeds the scope of my.
Overruled.
if plaintiff had shown up
What's up, Joseph?
with scarring and bruises or broken back, even if she came for a psychological evaluation,
Already,
have
Ricky,
noted
no
it?
problem, my guy. Make sure you
She
double tap
reported
that
it, yeah.
screen or click those 3 dots,
And
hit that thumbs up, it helps out the
everything
channel.
in the
Also
report,
subscribe,
all the
my
factual
guy.
assertions, for example, at page 2 of those 2 exhibits, those are what plaintiff told you, and you do not know whether in fact she was telling the truth, correct?
Objection, calls for speculation.
Overruled.
I did not receive any depositions or other supporting documents to counter what she was reporting.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I should separate that. First of all, everything that we've been talking about on page 2, that's just what plaintiff told you, right?
Correct.
And you don't know if that's true, right? I'm sorry, you don't know if what she told you is true.
Right, I don't know.
What's up,
I
crew
wasn't
works?
there.
All the questions I had.
All right. Any questions from the jury?
Yeah, man, I think everybody's trying to get their cut of that Cardi B money, man. If you ask me, I think that's exactly what's going on. I think some of these people was promised money if the plaintiff won. That's just my opinion, man. I think they trying to get in Cardi's pockets. That's what I think. Right now, he's finna read her some questions from the jury, I think, guys. This is the judge right here. We're watching Cardi B's assault civil trial. Guys, she took it to trial. She said, you want me to pay some money? They're going to have to make me pay it, in so many words. We need 30 more likes, guys, to be at 300. If you in the building, haven't tapped that like button, click those 3 dots, hit that thumbs up, and most definitely subscribe to the channel if you're new. I think this is a money grab, by the security guard who got into it with him. That's what I think. I have discovered on YouTube the hardest thing to do is get people to hit the like button. It's free. It don't cost you $1. I won't even know you did it. So if you somebody in the bushes that ain't hit that like button, click those 3 dots, hit that thumbs up. It won't hurt you. It's not poisonous. It's not none of that, man. It's just showing love to the channel without me saying, hey, send me a cash app. Hey, send me a super chat, man. Just hit my like button. I think that's fair.
If a physical injury is not reported to you, is there any reason you would still take a note of it?
What's up, Jackpot?
Do I just answer yes or no, or
Or you can
explain?
explain.
From what I recall, when individuals were referred for treatment, they were asked to fill out paperwork on that paperwork, they were asked to document if they had physical injuries or physical pain symptoms. In those situations, I would review it and include those in the report.
So the court's going to ask its own follow-up. So when the patient is coming in, they provide their responses to questions relating to their history and physical, correct?
Correct.
And so they would note any physical symptoms, whether or not they
We are
related to
15
this.
likes away from
the reason for
300,
the
guys. I
Correct.
need 15 more people to click those three dots, hit that thumbs up, subscribe
And
if
that's
you
all
new.
part of the form?
Correct.
Was it your practice that if the psychological trauma was caused by a physical injury, that you would note that on your chart?
Yes.
Do you recall actually seeing any marks on plaintiff's nose or cheek?
I do not recall.
You don't recall. Somebody walk
any
in with a big
follow-ups
old
from
gash on their
counsel
face and you don't remember seeing it? Yeah, they trying to get that money, guys. They trying to get that money. We need 3 more people to hit that like button. We'll be at 300. Click the 3 dots, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. They trying to get money out of Cardi B, allegedly. That's what I say.
What the patient is coming to see you for, correct?
Objection, they can leave this as to what form.
The form we just spoke about.
Overall.
Correct.
Do you have the form?
I do not.
Where is the form?
With the
Most
psychological
definitely, Miss
corporation.
Nita, overplay for the
So we really
underplay.
don't know what the form says at all, correct?
I do not.
So when the court asked you this question, you're not sure what relates to this case as a general response to the form as to any of the patients, correct?
Like I said, I cannot recall.
And the question about,
1 like away from 300.
straight back.
Somebody who haven't hit that like button, hit it. If you're on the mobile device, double tap that screen. Or click those 3 dots, hit that thumbs up,
The
guys.
claim
It helps
form
out
is
the
filled out by
channel.
the attorney.
The claim form, this form that is issued now.
Thank you. We have now hit 300 likes. Shout out to the chat. I appreciate each and every one of y'all.
Treat the patient for physical injury, or every time you get the form, it's really psychological?
Objection.
I withdraw the question. I have no further questions.
All right, anyone from the defense?
Yes, Your Honor, just one.
Thank you, Novell.
One of the questions, I believe you answered.
Novella, thank you.
That if a claimant comes in and a report of physical injury, that's included in whatever documents that the company generates. And you noted in your psychological report, is that correct?
Yes.
And so can we conclude from the fact that there is no reference to scars or other physical injury in your preliminary report, that when plaintiff first claimed, plaintiff or her counsel at the time, first claimed, made a workers' compensation claim, they did not report any physical injury?
Objection calls for speculation.
Overall.
I cannot recall.
Well, it's a matter of practice.
Well,
Objection
matter of
has to
practice.
If they had claimed a physical injury, that would have been reported to you, and you would have included it in your preliminary report, correct?
Objection calls for speculation.
Overall.
Did we get the answer?
No.
I would have noted it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very
Your Honor,
much.
there's one follow-up I forgot to ask about,
Briefly.
yeah, briefly, thank you very much.
Let's misspell your cuss words in
There
the
was a
chat.
question the court asked.
Or your comment to be
Monty Ellis
removed.
came in 2 months after. You saw her 2 months after. And you saw a 2-centimeter scar on her face.
What's up, Uprise?
Well, how do you know today if you really saw it or you didn't see it? Isn't it true that you don't know? It might have been there and it might have not been there. Is that fair?
Objection, argument, is speculation.
All right, can this witness be released?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, folks, why don't we take a break until 3:15? As usual, do not discuss the case with anyone, including other jurors. Don't.
Lord have mercy, they take a lot of breaks, man. They take a lot of breaks, y'all. What y'all think? Y'all think these people trying to get over on Cardi B, man? I think these people is trying to get over on Cardi B, if you ask me, man. I think they are trying to basically beat Cardi out of her money. You know, but you better ask Tasha K. Cardi ain't nobody you want to play with. Cardi will win this case and take the security guard to court. I'm just saying she'll be suing her next for slander like she did Tasha K. But I most definitely think they trying to play on Cardi top, man. It's too many inconsistent things going on within this trial. First you got a mark, then you don't got a mark. You say they poked you in the nose, then she scratched you on your face, then you say you didn't call nobody. Your granny say you called her, your mama say you called her, but you told the judge you didn't call not a person. It just don't make sense. You got the other doctor that was up there earlier. He said that basically, what'd he say? He said that the scratches on her face appeared to be from fingernails. But the lady said that Cardi was poking her in the nose and on the side of her face with her index finger. So how can you have multiple fingers when the person is saying you only poked them with one? You know, it's crazy, y'all. I think they trying to get Cardi, man. And what I think, you know, I'm just saying, that's what I think. Real talk, they are trying to swindle Cardi B out of money, man. What y'all think? Let me know in the chat, man, what y'all think about that. Yeah, she was a security guard at the hospital. They just took a break, so right now I'm waiting on them to come back. But yeah, man, it's a lot of shenanigans going on within this trial. See what else we got out here. While we wait on them to come back. Did y'all hear about Hulk Hogan, man? They are investigating his passing, y'all, saying that it could be foul play. Did y'all hear anything about that, or am I the only one? Let me know. Yes, that's crazy, y'all. That is crazy, man. I tripped out. I said, wow. Hold on, let's get to it. We're going to view a little bit of this, what I'm telling y'all about Hulk Hogan, you know, basically until they bring Cardi back, man. We just going to fill in with that because I'm not finna stop and start over. They said it's about 15 minutes, so we got a couple of minutes for me to show y'all exactly what it is I'm talking about. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hold on. So we don't have to continue to look at this roof because I ain't trying to be looking at this roof all day. You know what I'm saying? I got other stuff I can be doing. You hear me? Yeah, we not finna sit here for 15 minutes and look at a roof. Absolutely not. Let's
Death of Hulk Hogan. When the wrestling giant died, we believed this was just a tragic natural death. But now, based on statements coming out, including from the local police department, we have to talk. We have to ask, is there something else going on?
Oh,
Try to
the
figure it
Hulkster.
out. Welcome to Sidebar,
What you
presented by
gonna
Law
do
and Crime.
when the Hulkster runs wild on you? What are you gonna do? I used to watch Hulk Hogan growing up, man.
Legendary former 6-time WWE wrestling champion, but now the details surrounding his death, this apparent ongoing investigation into his death, honestly, I don't even know how much more
We'll be
shocking
back
we
with
can get.
Cardi as
Because
soon
we're
as
going
they
to talk
come
about
back, guys.
what is coming out right now, including a statement that we got from the police department. So let me go through this. Apparently, Hogan, real name Terry Bollea, stopped breathing at his Clearwater, Florida home. And authorities arrived after a 911
saying it's
call
foul
relating
play,
to
guys.
cardiac arrest was placed. He was pronounced dead at the Morton Plant Hospital, and it was reported that according to the Pinellas County Forensic Science Center, his cause of death was determined to be from a heart attack. His manner of death was ruled natural. This was according to the
you get a little bit of
cremation
everything
summary
from me,
approval
guys,
report.
a little bit of
But
everything.
then we learned that not only did he have atrial fibrillation, this is a heart condition causing irregular and rapid heart rhythm, but he also had been battling cancer. He was battling chronic lymphocytic leukemia. This is a type of cancer that affects white blood cells. This was reportedly a private fight that he was having. And honestly, that makes sense because we in the public had no idea that was going on. But again, what is happening right
How many of y'all knew this was going on with Hulk Hogan, man? Y'all probably thought he passed of natural causes. But it's things that were going on within his passing that got the police like, I don't think that this was natural.
that contributed to Hulk's death? She seems to claim that his phrenic nerve was, quote, compromised. She also stated that an
Shout out to
autopsy
Law
had been
and Crime,
conducted,
man.
but
They
she didn't
covered
say
it as
what
well.
those results are. Actually, it's being reported that an occupational therapist who was apparently at Hulk's house, who was present at Hogan's Clearwater, Florida home when he stopped breathing, told police on the scene that a surgeon severed his phrenic nerve during a recent surgery. Now, this is apparently according to a police report that TMZ
guys.
says is on, quote, lockdown. So TMZ is indicating that police had conversations about what this therapist allegedly told them, and that is captured on body camera video that hasn't been released. By the way, just so everybody knows, this phrenic nerve, according to the Cleveland Clinic, it is very, very important, and it controls your diaphragm.
Did they take the Hulkster out, man? You know what I'm saying? They're trying to say they took the Hulkster out. He didn't just pass away. You know, somebody helped him. Oh, wow, guys. They saying that a surgeon basically severed one of his nerves or whatever that he need and basically took him out the game, guys. R.I.P. to Hulk Hogan, man. I don't care what he said.
Essentially your ability to breathe. According to TMZ, quote, our sources say Hulk did not have a chest-clenching episode before his passing. Rather, he merely stopped breathing. We're told it was his wife, Sky, who sounded the alarm when his breath halted, and that's when the 911 call was made. So as you're trying to process all of that, then you go to what Hulk Hogan's estranged daughter, Brooke, has come out and said. Because it's being reported that they hadn't spoken in 2 years. She didn't attend his wedding. She didn't even want to be in his will. She also apparently didn't attend his funeral on August 5th, but chose to honor him privately with her husband and children, although you will see she's trying to correct the record about a couple of things. However, since her father's death, she has been quite vocal. In fact, it's being reported she offered to pay for an autopsy.
Oh,
at
man,
one
the
point,
daughter is saying it
with
was
all the
foul play,
speculation
guys.
and uncertainty of my dad's death, I want to personally offer to pay for an autopsy if that's what it takes to get it done. My dad's dignity and legacy deserves it. And she announced that her father's cremation
Shout out to my guy,
would
K.
actually be
Sale.
delayed because there were questions surrounding the care that he had been receiving, saying, I'm glad to see that my dad has not been cremated and that Sky is waiting because of family questions. All right, so this is definitely a story that we wanted to bring to you, and the reason we can do that is because of the amazing support that we get from our sponsor, Morgan and
No.
Hogan's death reports that Sky told them again that an autopsy was conducted, but the results weren't available. And let's actually talk about what she said in a series of recent Instagram posts. Since the media continues to twist the narrative, here's all I know. So stop speculating, stop asking. I've also informed my brother Nick Hogan of all this information, who is boots on the ground with everything. Fact. I've 100% gotten legit calls from professionals, from police officials to nurses that were supposedly with my dad on the day of his death, telling me I need to see body cam footage and I need to get a hold of the 911 tapes because they supposedly contain information that could potentially shed enough light.
So if you one of the people that's just getting here, we're covering the Cardi B case. They went on break. So right now we're looking at the mysterious passing of Hulk Hogan, man. They saying it was foul play. His daughter believes strongly somebody took her father out, man. That's crazy.
To change the narrative everyone's been hearing. Those same professionals feel so passionately about what they witnessed, they have continued to contact me and push me to find specific answers to this very day. They are quite literally putting their careers at risk because they feel so compelled to do the right thing. The short of it is, it's all up to my dad's wife, and I have zero control. I cannot do anything. My hands are tied, and I have no say in anything regarding my dad, even as his daughter. Those are the rules, as I've been told. I do not have any information on if or when he is being cremated. Could have been right after he died, could be tomorrow, I do not know.
Oh, man, they
I have been told by
cremated
my
the
brother that
Hulkster,
there will
man.
be an autopsy. I do not know who will be performing the autopsy. Any information I receive from an autopsy, if one happens, whether I believe it or not, I will be keeping private out of respect for my father. I do not have answers as to if the officials who have contacted me about what they witnessed relayed this information to the medical examiner's office. And if they did, I do not know why it wasn't taken into consideration. All body cam footage and 911 dispatch calls are not available via the Freedom of Information Act. It's all on lockdown. I do not know why. Do I question his general physician signing off on his death certificate, given his background, which is available for anyone to see via a simple Google search? You can answer that one for yourself. I have to trust that my brother is doing his best to get answers. At the end of the day, answers would be great, but none of it brings my dad back, and my hands are tied. So please stop misquoting, speculating, and asking me if I know anything. I cannot get any information. I know you think I could, being his blood, but I can't. We are already dealing with enough. I will not be talking about this mystery anymore.
Mystery
By the way,
quote.
we
There
have a
you
copy
go.
of that death certificate. It was issued July 31st.
They
Has
got the
information
Hulkster's,
about the date of
death
death, the
certificate,
name,
guys.
all that. It does say that the method of disposition is cremation, and the place of cremation is the Bay Area Crematory, Clearwater, Florida. Now, Sky, again, his wife, his widow, spoken out on Instagram too. Quote, Terry chose cremation knowing this physical life is temporary and his heavenly body eternal. He has not yet been cremated, as our family is making sure every question about his medical care is answered first. Once we have that peace of mind, we will honor his wish and fulfill
Brooke
it
didn't
with
pass
love
away.
and
Brooke
respect.
was
And
basically,
she warned about misinformation
worried
being
about her
circulated
fall.
online, created by faceless AI accounts or by people not close enough to truly know what was happening. But before we go any further, now we have a statement from Clearwater Police, okay, from the police department. This is actually from Rob Shaw, the public information officer of the Clearwater Police Department of Central Law and Crime, and it reads, the Clearwater Police Department continues
Already.
its investigation
You already
into
know.
the
Okay,
July
bro.
24 death of Terry Bollea,
What's up,
also known as
Patricia?
Hulk Hogan. We have been in communication with family members, including his son Nick and daughter Brooke. The unique nature of this case has required us to interview multiple witnesses and seek medical records from a variety of providers, and our detectives continue to do that. All of this takes time. The Hogan family has been appreciative of our efforts and our communication with them. Until the investigation is completed, no records related to the case, including body camera footage, can be released. That is police department policy in every case. We plan to meet with the family and brief them on the case to this point, and we will share the results of the investigation with the family prior to closing the case and releasing it to the public and media. Wow. Now, to be clear about something, there has been no reporting of any kind of foul play associated with Hulk Hogan's death. So not entirely sure what the focus of this investigation could be exactly, but let's get some perspective. So right now I want to bring on trial attorney Aaliyah Roberts to talk more about this. Aaliyah, great to see you. Thank you so much for taking the time. Can we start with the police statement?
Seems, just as it has been revealed by the police, that they might be trying to do their best to be politically correct, but it seems that there's something foul amiss. I have questions as to why the occupational therapist was at the home on the day of Hulk Hogan's death, and if he was interviewed and the police had that body camera footage, why the family has not seen the footage yet.
Do you think there's a connection between that? Like, we have to speak to witnesses, we have to look at medical records. Do you think it's linked up to that allegation of something that happened at a surgery?
It's possible.
won't
I
get a
think
family
that
to body
obviously the
cam
medical records will
footage,
tell
guys.
you what did or did not happen, whatever history, his medical history that he has. Obviously, he was dealing with AFib or atrial fibrillation. He had that prior surgery. But as far as his actual phrenic nerve being compromised, I'm unsure. But regarding the actual police statements, I think that the police should have let the family see whatever conversations were had with the occupational therapist.
But that's typically how it works in an investigation, right? They're not going to let us know what's happening. They will let the family know. This could take a minute, but it does make me wonder, is this more of a situation we're looking into everything, okay? They mentioned closing the case. Is it we're going to make sure that no crime was committed here, that there was no foul play, we're going to close it, and then we'll reveal it? Or is there something else going on?
That's what it seems like, right? Because usually if there's a medical malpractice issue, if you're filing a claim for medical malpractice,
The police wouldn't
the
investigate.
police would not investigate that. That's when you go to an attorney. The attorney who specializes in medical malpractice will get the records, review the records, determine whether or not there's been any foul play or the standard of care has not been met, the medical standard of care. So the police being involved, of course, gives me a huge woo woo woo, for lack of a better word, and a red flag as far as why are they there and why are they involved if it was just medical malpractice.
Is she right, Brooke Hogan, that her hands are tied? That even though she is his daughter, she does not have the right to make certain decisions or get more information, that it would really be up to his widow?
Absolutely. The widow is now the power of attorney, and she's the only person who has, under HIPAA, she's the only person who has the ability to get Hulk Hogan's medical records. His daughter can't get the medical records because she has no license or ability, with her being the daughter and her not having any access to, like, HIPAA. It's the power of attorney, which is his wife.
What do you think of the idea of holding off on the cremation?
Well, I think it's a good idea, because if there was a foul play, if there was a sever of the phrenic nerve, if there was an issue with atrial fibrillation, an autopsy will be able to do that. That's why you do them if there is any question of a cause of death, right? I can take the heart out, I can look at the heart, I can look at the nerves, if it was compromised or severed, I'm going to be able to see that when I open up his body and I look at his nerves.
Let's talk about what a potential medical malpractice lawsuit would look like. Again, I don't have details about this surgery, what the surgery was for, when
Drop
the
a
surgery
one if you
happened,
think
what was
they
going
took
on. But
Hogan out.
my
Drop
immediate
a
thought
two
was,
if you think he passed
causation, right?
natural cause.
And trying to establish that. What are you thinking about in terms of a medical malpractice lawsuit?
I think timing matters, right? Because
Explain that, yeah.
yeah, so if just the way that the body works, right? The phrenic nerve, as we know, is the nerve that controls your breathing. So if it was compromised or severed, was he having shortness of breath up into his cause of death? Was there anything that was different about that? Because if it was severed, he would have not been able to breathe immediately, right? If it was pinched and maybe it continued to break as he continued to go on with occupational therapy or his everyday life, that might have been something that could have been avoided depending on the surgeon. And then you have to have another surgeon look at the medical records, because that's what medical malpractice attorneys do, right? We're lawyers, we're not doctors, but we know medicine. So we have an expert doctor that looks at the records and says, yes, he definitely compromised this nerve based off of the way in which the operative report is written, because it's supposed to be in the operative report if there was something that went awry.
So based on what the reporting is right now, it seems that there was a conclusion by some in his inner circle or medical professionals that that nerve might have been compromised before he died. They came to that conclusion because it doesn't seem like there was an autopsy conducted and they say, uh-oh, this was compromised. So this was a conclusion before he died, right? That's what's interesting about it. I mean, again, taking it as true, what the body cam might reveal, what the occupational therapist might have said. Was it a situation where he was in a bad state, or does it happen sudden? You know, this is what's so strange about it.
Right, and I think that's what we talk about with timing, right? Timing matters, because if something like this happens, like where it's severed or compromised, there's a difference between I've nicked this nerve and I've completely cut it, right? I've completely snipped it. That's why I say, like, if it was a nick versus like an actual severed, he wouldn't have been able to breathe at all and he wouldn't have come back from anesthesia at all, right? But if it was just even a little pinch, right? Even I sliced it just a hair, and then you continue to go on with your everyday life. Now you're moving and your neck is moving, your body is moving, you're getting up, you're getting down, you're going on with everyday life. And if there was any type of shortness of breath or any type of issues that could have been associated with his atrial fibrillation, because sometimes you have shortness of breath with AFib. So maybe if he was having that, maybe his wife, who's not a medical professional, thought, oh, it's just the AFib, we'll take your medicine and continue on.
Crypto says, do you think it's a coincidence that he passed away the same day that he was kicked out, the same day to the date he was kicked out the WWF? That's dope. I didn't know that, bro. That's something to think about. Okay.
The public and information coming out and trying to set the record straight. What did you make of her Instagram posts?
I think she did all that she can do, right? Because unfortunately, when you're the child of a celebrity, you're expected to make a statement. When something like this comes out, like, hey, the death might have been caused by foul play, or there might have been an issue with the surgery, right? And we as the people, like the social media, the bots, or whoever, the viewers, we want to know what happened, right? We're doing our own investigation. We're trying to Google and see what we can find out as well. And we're expecting you to find out and tell us because we want to know. And it's hard because she's breathing,
10
so
years
it's
to the
unfair.
day,
There is something else that she said that I want to get into about potential legal consequences. So Brooke went on TMZ Live and she took aim at those in her father's inner circle. And she did it to fight back against essentially what are fake narratives about her relationship with her father regarding not reaching out to him or returning unopened gifts, not going to his funeral. This is what she said, quote, "Whoever is spinning this negative narrative about me, trying to get ahead or discredit me or whatever they're trying to do, what I've been hearing, it's so false, it's laughable. It's making me mad. It only tells me that their golden goose is gone. I rely on my father for nothing financially. I have my own job. My husband has a job. We do not have any money coming in from my father since I was 18 years old. Everybody else relied on him for a paycheck, and now that goes..."
All right, so basically they trying to say that Hulk Hogan might have been taken out. We back with Cardi, guys, and get back on business. Cardi's finna take the stand, y'all. Uh-oh. Cardi is about to hit the stand.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the cause now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you. May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
My name is Delphine Mariani Saunders.
May I please have you spell it?
The whole thing?
First and last name.
Okay. DELTALMANZA.
She like me, she ain't said her real name in so long, she had to think about how to spell it. Let's go, Cardi.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all for coming back. Good afternoon, Ms. Almanzar. Do you prefer I call you Ms. Almanzar, Cardi B, or it doesn't matter?
Cardi Monroe has took the stand.
You feeling better today?
And I'll need you to speak up, man.
Yeah,
Hard to hear you.
yeah, a little better.
Your birthday is October 11, 1992.
Yes,
You're left-handed.
yes.
Drop a 1 if you think Cardi B's pretty.
To my mom.
Drop a 2 if you don't.
Did you take any medication, drugs, or alcohol that would affect your ability to testify today?
No,
On the date of the incident, did you have black hair, blonde hair?
I see the ones down there. I seen some 3.
quite
What
don't
is a three
remember.
for?
I do know I had a hoodie on.
Yesterday you had black hair, short hair. Today it's blonde and long. Which one is your real hair? Or are they both real?
Her hair grew overnight. Let's go, Cardi.
They're wigs.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know that. It's a good week today then.
Look at him. He trying to hit on her.
Do you have any affiliation at this time with a gang?
Oh, ask her about her gang ties. He ain't even supposed to do that.
Your fingernails, can you show them to us for all of us to see? How long are those fingernails? Just your best estimate. I want you to take a ruler to it. If you were to give your estimate, is that half an inch, 1 inch, 2
I
inch?
think it has to be less than an inch.
And
Way less than an
And
inch.
she got them pointed, though.
can you show them to us again? Are they pointy?
These are not, to me, are not pointy. They're like circle, oval,
Okay. Are those your real nails or are they fake nails?
fake nails.
If I wanted you to change them to 3-inch nails, how long would it take for you to do that right now?
Well, it really depends. Like these are like glued on, so they will be a little bit quicker. Sometimes I do acrylic, which can last me on for 2 weeks. I will literally have to take like 2 hours to melt them off if they're acrylically on.
On December 24th, 2018, do you remember going to 8920 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills?
December?
I'm sorry, February 24th of 2018. Do you remember going to 8920 Wilshire Boulevard?
And the answer was a yes or no?
Yeah, yes. Is it-
Do you know Dr. Aziz Olai, who's in that building?
No,
Do you know Miss Parsley, who's in that building?
no,
Do you know Brianne Soraya, who's in that building?
no.
Who do you know in that building?
Well, at the time, I went to see Dr. Finke.
Dr.
I had an
Fink.
appointment with him that day. So that's who I went to see that day. Do I personally know him? No,
When you went to see him, were you seeing him as a friend or as a patient?
as a patient.
And when you went to see him, it was a Saturday, correct?
Yes,
And you filled out an intake form and you signed some other documents that he would be your treating doctor, correct?
no, for that day, yes. I don't live in LA,
I
so.
understand. You came all the way from
Courts in
Atlanta.
LA.
Jersey and Atlanta.
Understood. So when you went to see Dr. Finke on February 24th of 2018, when you went to see him as a patient, correct?
Yes,
And you got medical treatment from him, whether it was for 1 minute or an hour or longer, correct? How much time did
And
you
you need to answer yes or no.
oh yes, sorry.
Thank you, Ryan. How long did you spend with the doctor that day?
I'll say about 25 to 30 minutes. Around that time. Not that much.
And when you were there on that date with Dr. Finke, did he examine you?
Yes, he examined my baby for a
Read the
little bit.
chat. You'll know what she's on trial for.
What baby was that? What number?
Number 1.
Oh, that was the first child you ever had.
That's my first child, yes.
And you were 25 years old at the time.
Yes.
You're aware that plaintiff was the same age as you at the time?
No.
Assistant.
Besides examination, what did Dr. Finke do for you? Objection?
Assistant. We're not here for her medical care.
Yes, Your Honor. Did you keep Dr. Finke's, well, sorry, who referred you to Dr. Finke?
I asked somebody to find me like a very upscale private doctor. So I was like, I need to go to the doctor's like tomorrow. Like I feel so weird. And they were like, we're gonna find somebody. And that's just how it goes.
When
If
you
you're
were
new to
outside
the
of
channel,
hallway,
subscribe,
before
guys.
you entered Dr. Finke's office, did you see this individual, Imani Ellis, in the hallway?
She was waiting for, she was right in front. As soon as the door of the elevator opened, she was waiting, I guess, for the elevator. She was going inside the elevator.
And you were coming outside of the elevator?
Yes.
Do you know approximately what time it was when this occurred?
About, I guess like in the afternoon, 1 o'clock, around there, yeah. 1 something.
Have you ever seen Dr. Finke either before or after February 24th of 2018?
No.
When you went to Dr. Finke's office, your security guard drove you there?
Yes.
And his name is Karan Newton?
He was my security guard. Yes.
Did you have more than one?
It depends, but he was He was just my main one, yes, at the time.
Did he go up with you to the medical appointment?
No, I didn't want him to know that I was going to a OBGYN.
You didn't want your security guard to know that?
No,
Why?
well, first, I didn't want people to know that I was pregnant. Second, I was a little like, I don't want a guy that I work with to know I'm going to a vagina doctor.
Let's go, Cardi, man. Y'all double tap that screen. Get the lights up.
Did you trust your security guard?
In certain ways, yes. In certain ways, no. I don't know. Sometimes you just really don't trust everybody in your business. You don't want everybody in your business.
Do you remember what floor you were on when you exited the elevator?
The 5th floor.
At any time did your security guard come into the building after learning about there being some kind of incident in the building?
He was waiting for me, like, not necessarily like inside. He was like waiting for me like by the exit, like by the door. Around there, yeah.
Like, do you remember the building?
Yes.
You remember?
Well, I kind of remember, but I do know that he was waiting for me by the door.
And you're talking about the lobby area where you
Yes.
take the stairs up?
Mm-hmm.
So he was inside the building or right outside?
I don't really recall, but he was like, maybe it was in the inside, it was in the outside, but he wasn't like in, like deep in. He was like waiting for me by the door. And the door, he had it open for me to come out.
All right. So would you consider that your security guard was with you at the time, whether it was upstairs, downstairs? In your mind, would you agree that your security guard was with you at the building? Is that fair? Was your security guard with you in the lobby of the building at 8920 Wilshire Boulevard on February 24th, 2018?
In the lobby, yes, when I was exiting. When I was
But
exiting.
He was in the lobby with you,
In the
right?
lobby. I can't say he was with me because we was leaving. He never went upstairs, so.
Y'all double tap that screen. Get the lights up.
Do you
Or
know
click those
if
3
your
dots. Hit that
security
thumbs
guard,
up.
Ron Newton,
Subscribe to the
spoke
channel
with
if you're new.
Miss Ellis at any time that day?
He did not tell me he spoke to her at all.
Do you know if he did?
He told me he didn't. So I'm
Did
gonna
you
go
ask
with his
him?
word. No, because I was like, I told him like what happened upstairs. He was like, damn, I should have went upstairs. But he never told me that he spoke or seen her, so I wouldn't know.
You came to this courthouse with another fine gentleman security guard, correct?
Yes.
Objection, relevance.
And when you go to different places with your security guard, if an incident occurs where you're threatened, or you're injured, or anything happens,
Yes.
aren't they supposed to come help you?
Objection, relevance.
Well,
You don't have to answer. When the incident occurred, did you call your security guard or send him a text message or do anything to let your security guard who was with you know that something happened where you wanted his help?
Objection, argumentative as to with.
I told him like, yo, you wouldn't even believe what just happened upstairs. He was like, what happened? And I practically told him like, I'll tell you later, like when I leave. I'm like, wait for me. But I told him like, wait for me downstairs, like by the door. And that's what I told him.
If you were in any danger, would you call your security guard or would you call the police or would you call both? Or do nothing?
Relevance.
Did you feel that you were in danger on February 24th, 2018 when you were upstairs on the 5th floor?
For like those 50 seconds, yeah. After I went to my appointment and like the argument just passed me, I didn't even mind it anymore.
Did your attorney show you a photograph of Dr. Finke to refresh your recollection as to
What kind of name is Dr.
who the doctor
Finke,
was
guys?
that you
That's
saw on that
crazy.
Yes.
Dr.
And you had,
Finky. What kind of last
different
name
set
is
of
that?
attorneys before, in 2022 and 2023. Did they do the same thing?
No, they didn't.
Yeah, man, I don't know what kind of name Dr. Finky is. Hold on, let me turn this sound back on. My bad, guys. It's been on for a minute. Hold up.
You don't know, right? Is that fair? You don't know?
No.
You do know?
No.
Okay. And when your attorney responded to the written discovery on your behalf, did he or she show you the discovery responses? Did they email you a copy of it?
I mean, I will have to see what you're asking me.
I will show it to you. May I approach, Your Honor? To show her the discovery only? Thank you, Your Honor. Yes.
Can we get 40 more likes, guys? Click those 3 dots, hit that thumbs up. It helps out the channel. Also subscribe if you're new. This is Cardi B on trial, guys. She has took the stand to testify on her own behalf, man. Shout out to everybody in the building.
So for identification purposes, it is form interrogatories, set 1, dated September 30th of 2022. That's what it is? Okay. I'm going to show you this document. You can take a look at these pages. Did your attorney show you those documents at any time in your life?
I'm not quite sure. I don't think so, no. Well,
And I'm going to show you, with the court's permission, the responses which were drafted and served on January 17th of 2023. May I approach, Ron? We'll show you these documents as well. We can take a look at those documents. Do you ever remember receiving these documents from anyone, whether it was your attorney, the attorney's paralegal, a family member, anybody? Did they ever show you these documents when they responded on your behalf?
this one I saw. This one I saw.
Okay. You saw that one?
Yeah.
Well, I want to go over it with you. On the one that you're on the right, if you can look at 12.1.
Can we get 30 more likes,
the
guys?
question,
Click those 3
12.1?
dots, hit that thumbs up. It helps out
I
the
believe on
channel.
the
Also
6th or
subscribe
7th
if you're new. Cardi B on trial,
And
guys.
it will ask if there are any witnesses to this incident.
Well, can you
There's not a question for you.
point it to me?
I'm sorry?
Point
Show it to
me.
you.
Yeah. Sure.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Shout out to everybody that's subbing.
It's on page 5, under 12.1. Did your attorney ask you if there were any witnesses to this incident?
Yes.
All right, we're just going to avoid attorney-client privilege conversation.
And all of this, Your Honor, this is the discovery issue.
We are 12 likes away from 400, guys. I'm pretty sure there's some people in here that haven't hit that like button. Click those 3 dots, hit that thumbs up. It helps out the channel. I'm bringing y'all the Cardi B trial. The least you could do is hit that like button. Shout out to everybody. And make sure you're misspelling your
And if
cuss
you look
words
at,
in the chat.
The response. There's a response there. In the 50-page document to your left. May I show it to her, Your Honor?
Go ahead.
What's up, Sharif?
Sir.
Thank y'all for hitting that like button. We just hit 400 on the like. Thank y'all.
I just, what do you,
I wanted her to talk about the response.
All right.
That's. Read the question. May I read the question when I go back to my seat?
It's your direct counsel.
Thank you.
What's up, Mary? Cardi up
first,
there
I wanna
rolling her
ask
eyes
you
and
if
everything.
This is your signature on page 47. Is that your signature?
It could be, because if it's like by electronic, that's how I sign, like.
Cardi a character every time I see her, man.
And the question that I showed you, 12.1.
I already can't say
You want to read it or you want me to read it to you?
You can read it.
State the name, address, and telephone number of each individual who witnessed the incident. This is A, subparagraph A. Or the events occurring immediately before or after the incident.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the question is.
Yes.
As you sit here today, is it your testimony that Dr. Finke is a witness to the incident?
Absolutely.
He is a witness.
Yes, she knows. She was there.
Is Dr. Finke outside speaking with you?
Dr.
Outside
Finke.
where?
Who is
February
that?
24, 2018.
Outside like,
In the hallway.
yes,
He came out of his office?
yes.
And your response in 12.1, this is what you responded with your attorney's assistance. I won't hold you 100% at fault for it. Question,
Your Honor?
I withdraw, I apologize. The response is, responding party incorporates by reference the preliminary statement and general objections set forth above, subject to and without waiving the foregoing objections. Responding party responds as follows. Responding party may be contacted through defendant's counsel. Imani Ellis may be contacted through plaintiff's counsel. And then it says, unknown staff / employees at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, including at least 2 such persons who intervened during the incident. Discovery is continuing. Were you at Cedars-Sinai Hospital or Cedars-Sinai Medical Center when this incident occurred?
No.
Okay.
But to my knowledge, Dr. Finke works also for Cedars-Sinai, but we wasn't for Cedars-Sinai.
Is there any reason why your attorney or your prior attorney, yes, sir?
We're not going to say.
Yeah, best believe Cardi's legal team is on their A game. You ain't finna ask her nothing that's out of line and it got nothing to do with this case.
At the
Let's
time
go.
when you saw Dr. Finke, you knew his name at that time, correct?
I didn't know his name. And for a while, when I was getting asked by lawyers like his name and like the receptionist's name, I didn't know it because I saw him one time. So I kind of like just forgot about him.
But when your attorney asked you for the name for purposes of trial, then you did remember the name.
I didn't remember the name. I told him there was 2 witnesses, the receptionist and the doctor. I told him it was a doctor. My doctor came out at the time, the guy that checked me, and the receptionist. She knows. She was there. He was there.
Who knows?
The plaintiff.
Let's go, Cardi. Say, yeah, she know.
How do you know she knows?
Because that's what separated.
Let's
That's
go.
what separated, got in between us while we was verbally arguing.
Who got in between you?
The female receptionist, she came out first and she started like telling her like, "You're security, what are you doing?" And then that's when the doctor came out. He was like, "Go to my office." And that's when I just walked away and that was the last of it.
Okay. And 12.1 question. 12.1 subparagraph D. State the name, address, and telephone number of each individual who you or anyone acting on your behalf claim has knowledge of the incident. You just testified that Karan Newton was downstairs in the lobby on the date of the incident. You also testified that you told him different things about the incident. What is the reason, this is the question, what is the reason you did not disclose Karan Newton's name in discovery?
Because he wasn't upstairs.
And wait for the objection. The objection.
First, it mischaracterizes the testimony. It's irrelevant to the merits of the case.
Sustained.
In written discovery, were you asked to provide the name of your security guard?
Your Honor,
Yeah, but why don't we, I don't know what you're trying to impeach her on, because she hasn't testified to anything yet. You're saying it's impeachment, but you're not impeaching anything.
Trying to impeach her, wow.
Did you respond to special interrogatory set 1 through your attorney?
Your Honor.
All right, the court's going to sustain its own 352 objection. Why don't you move on?
So to anybody that's wondering what this trial is about, just read the chat. It explains everything.
Sustained. Counsel, I need you to move on. This case isn't about discovery. You might want to move on to what it is about.
Is Tiara Malcolm a witness to this case?
Counsel, please.
Do you know of who the witnesses are?
All right, we're going to take a break, folks. Why don't we take a 10-minute break? We'll resume at 3:55. In the meantime, please do not discuss the case with anyone, including other jurors. Don't form any opinions or do any research.
So they're taking a 10-minute break, guys. You know, what do y'all think about it so far, man? It seems like, you know, he's trying to catch Cardi up on some things that got nothing to do with the trial, man. You know what I'm saying? He asking these off-the-wall questions that Cardi's legal team keeps on saying, no, dog. You know, he asked her about her hair color. You know, that got nothing to do with nothing. He asking her, what else he asked her that didn't have nothing to do with nothing that made me say, man, why is you asking her that? Oh, how long it would take for her to change her nails? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. The defense is like, man, look, we just want to stick to asking questions about the case that's at hand. We don't want to answer anything that doesn't have anything to do with that. It's crazy, y'all. GMK say he just talking. He seemed like he fanned out over Cardi. He's happy to meet her in person. He's going to take that paperwork he got with her name on it, where she had to sign it, and put it in a picture frame, if you ask me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Most definitely hit that like button, click those 3 dots, hit that thumbs up, man. We got Cardi B on trial. Cardi most definitely has taken the stand, you know, in her own defense, man. You can't be mad at her. This is crazy, y'all. We got a whole 10 minutes before they come back and finish her finish her questioning, y'all. But what are y'all thinking so far about it?
Don't form any opinions
Let
or
me
do any
know.
research.
Is this a money grab? Or are they just trying to get their hands in Cardi's pocket, man? That's what it's looking like. That is most definitely what it's looking like, man. Yeah, man, it is crazy, y'all. So we got 10 minutes till they start back with the whole situation, y'all. All right, so what we gonna do? We're gonna finish watching this about Hulk Hogan that I started a while ago. We'll most definitely finish that, and then when they come back, we'll most definitely get Cardi back on the screen, guys. Shout out to everybody in the building.
Golden Goose is gone. So I don't know if I'm their emotional, guilty punching bag or if they're afraid of what I know, because I know a lot that I don't talk about. I know a lot. It's
They're
pathetic.
talking
It's
about the
disgusting, to be
mysterious
honest.
And you
And I don't
things
really
that went
know
on
who's
with
spinning these things, but
She
you know,
said-
one of
Hold
the
up.
things was...
I don't
They
know
talk.
anybody's name. I got sent there. I was seen for a short amount of time. I didn't remember what their names were.
They
And now
didn't even take 10
then you're
minutes.
saying, here's this document that says you don't know what their names were.
Okay, so maybe I'm
So-
going about it the wrong way, that's
You,
why.
you absolutely are. You're not listening to the court's direction when I'm asking you to move on.
I'm sorry, I'm not doing it intentionally.
It seems like you are.
I really am not. I understand the court's.
Let's go,
I want to
Judge.
explain if I may.
Go ahead.
So I was going to ask her if she believes that Karan Newton is a witness in this.
He wasn't there. He was in the lobby.
Right, but 12.1 subsection D talks about witnesses that have knowledge about this case.
What knowledge does he have? He was in the lobby.
I was going to ask her. She spoke to him about it. That's what D is all
So,
about.
okay, so he was a hearsay witness, but she told him something.
Well, he's a witness.
Okay.
Also, in
So
special,
here's the other issue. You didn't oppose her. If you wanted to ask these questions, you could have taken her deposition.
I understand the issue with that, but there is a special interrogatory number 15, which is on point, which asks a disclosure of the security guard. She
Okay.
didn't disclose his name, but she knows his name.
Okay.
So
So what are we going to do with that?
we're going to have the jury know that she didn't give the name of her security guard.
And what, so in order to be admissible, it has to be relevant. So in order to be relevant, it has to be probative. Or, so it's got to be more likely to show, prove, or disprove a material fact in the case. None of this has anything to do with any material fact in the case.
Let me explain. Her testimony, Your Honor, is that Karan Newton doesn't know anything about this case.
She
However,
doesn't say that. She doesn't say that.
So
She
the
said he was in
judge
lobby.
and the prosecution are having a couple of words about them ignoring what he's telling them to
Okay,
do.
it's in the medical records.
Okay.
He's a witness in some form or
So
fashion.
the appropriate means for you to do that is one, to file a motion to compel, or number two, seek evidentiary sanctions, which would have been handled pre-trial. But we're not going to have this witness testifying in trial in front of a jury about discovery issues.
That's fine. The issue is, if it asked her to provide the name of the security guard, and she didn't disclose it,
Neither, he most
why is
definitely
it
in
not
shock.
fair?
He's
These are
starstruck.
unaccounted
Then you file a motion to compel, or a motion for evidentiary sanctions. You did neither.
She testified in her discovery that she was alone. Today, she testified that she was with Karan Newton. I want to ask her about that.
You already did.
I didn't show her the discovery, which is on point on that issue, Your Honor.
You're going to impeach her with the document saying that she was alone when she was alone in the elevator and the incident happened. That's your impeachment?
My impeachment is
They trying to impeach her,
she
guys.
did not reveal that she was with the security guard in the lobby, didn't do anything to provide his information, when the other side,
Again, it's a discovery issue, so we're not going to go there.
Your Honor, the other side was able to impeach plaintiffs
With what?
with this discovery. They went into it at
When she
nauseam.
offered inconsistent statements in discovery.
That's what's happening here too.
No, she hasn't said anything inconsistent. She said
Let's
she
go,
didn't know the
Judge.
person's name.
She knew
In
Karan,
discovery, she said she didn't know the person's name.
she knew Karan Newton's information. We asked for the name of the security guard. She made it appear to.
I'm going to ask you to move on. We're not going to get to it.
Let's go, Judge. Judge is in favor of Cardi, guys.
I want to point out, this
They trying to
questioning
impeach
started with a direct contemptuous violation of the order on the motion to eliminate, excluding any mention of gang affiliation, and that's the first question he asked.
Yeah, I don't expect that there's going to be anything further than that. I mean, you knew what was wrong when you said it.
No, I didn't.
You didn't know that there was a specific motion in limine excluding.
They tried to bring up her gang history. They were not supposed to
Nope.
do that.
You might want to look at your trial binder to see specifically what it says.
I most definitely
All right.
seen that too. With a simple
All
Google
right, we'll
search.
resume in 5 minutes.
Here, I'm finna show it to y'all. Where the prosecution was not supposed to bring up her gang affiliation, guys. And they most definitely did. Looks like the judge and the prosecution are on 2 different pages, guys. Hold on. Let me find where it's talking about her affiliation. There's additional evidence, past bad acts, including a history of exotic dance, alleged gang. All right, here we go. I'm finna put it in here for y'all, so y'all can see too. He most definitely knew he wasn't supposed to say anything about her gang affiliation, guys. The judge ain't lying. Hold on. I'm finna put it in the chat so y'all can read it. Hold on, I'm finna put it in there. I gotta take some of the stuff out. It's too long. Hold on. Hold up. Give me a couple seconds. Hold on. All right, hold up. I gotta shorten it. They got it way too long. All right, hold on. I'm shortening it up so we can get it in here. They got it way too long. Alright. Here you go. Here y'all go right here. It's in the chat. There, that's what it says. I'm going to read it out to y'all what the whole thing say about that. Hold up. But I just put it in the chat to where he knew that the prosecution knew that they weren't supposed to bring that up. It says the judge ruled in favor of Cardi B on several key pretrial motions. The trial is split into 2 phases, meaning her finances will only be disclosed if she is found liable. Additional evidence of her past bad acts, including her history as an exotic dancer, alleged gang affiliation, and other altercations, is excluded from this trial. So he was not supposed to even bring up her gang affiliation, but he did, which was clearly against the rules of the people of the trial, guys. You know, and the prosecution, the defense basically tried to impeach him for doing that, since he was trying to impeach Cardi for not revealing her bodyguard's name and basically not telling them that her bodyguard was even there, y'all. That's dope. See how they be trying to be slick and just bring stuff in that got nothing to do with nothing? That's crazy. My next major story is about Cat Williams. I think you should jump on that in the next couple days. I don't believe the accusations, but best believe it's worth looking into. Okay, bet. Past as a stripper. Any discussion of her career as an exotic dancer is excluded. Absolutely. Can they call mistrial for asking, just like in whatchamacallit trial? I don't know, Ballin. I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. It's all up to the judge. And you see he wasn't going with what the prosecution was putting down, and they didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go over here and go to Hulk Hogan's situation one more time. They should be right back, guys.
Hulk sent gifts that Brooke returned. Let me tell you something, brother, no pun intended. My dad was not one to put things in a box and tape it up and take it to UPS. My dad sent flowers. That was his thing. Nick and Tanya sent us beautiful little baby gifts when our kids were born. They had our address. No gifts came here. No flowers came here. And you can't return flowers. And regarding a report that her father begged her for forgiveness, she said they did have multiple conversations and that he did apologize, but not entirely clear for what exactly. Quote, whatever representative from that camp that continues to spew these lies, if they want to keep going, grab your best hold, grab your best lawyers, because I'm ready to go. Because I'm done with it. I'm done. This is ridiculous. I know too much. I've been through too much. I'm not to be played with. I'm done, so it better stop. This is ridiculous that it's gone to this point of war of words, and that's why I'm here with you to put it to rest. My dad has finally been put to rest. Leave him alone, leave me alone, and let the poor man go to heaven and just end it. Stop coming after me.
They say
I'm not the one you want to come after. What is that?
All right, so they reporting on the mysterious passing of Hulk Hogan right here. Kind of like a time filler until they get Cardi back on the stand. But I see what a lot of y'all are saying down there, you know, in regards to this situation. We got IGT that says the judge also blocked testimony from a a psychological doctor and a former police officer who were identified as witnesses by the plaintiff legal team. Dominican Capri says her past is her past. It has absolutely nothing to do with this case. Shaking my head. They are wrong for bringing any of those things up. It should be a mistrial. You can't even bring up a past unaliving if someone on trial for unaliving. I feel you, man. There's a lot going on, guys. There's a lot going on. But as soon as they get Cardi back up there, we right back in there.
That statement tell you.
That there's a potential suit for defamation that is coming. Because if you have spread mistruths about me and you have continued to spew lies that have affected me and emotionally, or if she can argue that it affected her from her business standpoint, she might have lost potential brand deals or anything like that. I'm telling you to stop. So it starts with a cease and desist, right? I hire a lawyer.
That's almost the cease and desist in a way.
It's not, essentially it is, right? But it's not from a legal, it's not from an attorney, and it's not on letterhead, right? Because for whatever reason, when you get a letter from an attorney on letterhead, all of a sudden, you get a little concerned, right? Yeah, now it's official. Now it's like, oh, I need to be quiet now. Some people don't respect those letters and they continue, and that's when we have a defamation lawsuit, because now you're continuing to ignore me telling you to stop talking about
But
me.
when you're dealing with a public figure like Brooke Hogan, it can be a little bit of a higher standard.
Is Brooke Hogan a public figure?
I think she's a public figure. She was on the show. A lot of people know her. So, and the reason why that matters is because for the public figure, there's a higher standard legally, right?
Right, you have to prove.
All right, y'all, they got Cardi back in there. Let's go.
So now I want to take you a little bit through the incident. Bring you back in time. Do you agree that an incident occurred on February 24th, 2018?
It was a verbal incident. Verbal.
But it was an incident, correct?
I personally feel like if there's no physical touch, there is no incident. There was a verbal altercation. If you think that that's an incident, a verbal altercation, then it's an incident for you. But we both have different opinions. It's a verbal altercation. She didn't hit me, I didn't hit her. There was no touch. So to me, it wasn't no incident.
Was there spitting?
Absolutely not.
Did you spit on Miss Ellis?
No.
Did you call her the N-word?
No.
What is your background? Are you Hispanic, white, something else?
My background?
Yes.
Well,
What's the objection?
Of relevance.
Sustain.
Would you consider yourself African American?
I consider
Already,
myself
K-Cell.
Afro-Caribbean.
Now, you need to give your attorney a second.
Cardi said it wasn't no altercation. She didn't punch her, and she didn't get punched. And she didn't spit on nobody. That's what Cardi said.
No.
Did you try to take a swing at her?
No.
When you say there was a verbal altercation,
Yes.
do you know what the word altercation
I
means?
wonder if they got any kind of video.
Conflict.
Like a fight, right?
It was like a verbal fight, but it didn't get physical at all.
When I'm talking to you now, are we having a verbal altercation?
No.
We having, I'll say, a debate.
Look at that face. Let's go. Let's go,
We're
Cardi.
debating about whether you assaulted and battered Miss Amani Ellis, correct?
There's no, but I guess so, but I didn't touch her. She didn't touch me, so.
What proof do you have that you didn't touch her?
Objection, relevance, and also,
That's argumentative. Sustain.
What kind of
Do you
proof does she have that she did
videos
touch her?
of the incident?
Because we ain't seen a picture
Did you
yet.
try to get videos of the incident?
I asked if there was videos, like I told my lawyers to check if there was videos, but there's no cameras, I guess, in the.
Oh, there's no
What
video.
did you ask for that? What year?
I feel like when I got sued, I was like, when I got sued, I was like, oh, I know I didn't touch her. Like, it's like, look for the cameras, because they'll tell you, I ain't touch her.
Let's go, Cardi. Cardi say she ain't touched nobody.
When you went to the building of 8920 Wilshire Boulevard, and you saw Amani Ellis there on the 5th floor, was she wearing her uniform as a security guard?
Yes. Okay.
You remember?
again, you might want to just take a breath so you're not just turning into objective.
Are you aware that my office is across the street?
No.
Okay. 8920 Wilshire Boulevard. You remember that number? You agree that that's the correct number? The address?
I remember that I went there, but I don't really remember the address and stuff like that. I don't.
If I show you the building with the number on it, would that help refresh your recollection?
Sure.
I don't have to really waste time if you don't want me to. When you were sitting here throughout the trial, you saw the 22
Yes.
pages I showed, correct?
Yes.
Was that the correct building?
Yes.
And you remember entering the building, going up some stairs, taking the lobby elevator, and going to the 5th floor, correct?
Yes.
And when you exited, you saw Amani Ellis right there in front of you.
Yes. No. When I exited the elevator, not the building, the elevator.
Correct.
Yes.
On the 5th floor.
Mm-hmm.
And there was 3 elevators there?
I do not remember that.
At least 2 different elevator bays?
I don't remember that. I just remember.
I do not recall. Let's go.
Getting out the elevator. She was coming in. I was coming out. I could hear her. She was talking on the phone. And she said, "Oh my God, yo, Cardi B's here." So I kind of speed walk. But I feel her behind me. Then I hear her talking like, "Oh my God, Cardi B is here." So I turn around and she had her phone. She didn't have it here no more. Now she has it here. And I asked her, "Yo, why are you recording me?" And she clearly looked like the security. She looked like the security guard. She's uniformed down. And I'm like, "Why are you recording me? Are you security?" And she's like, "Oh my bad." But then I'm walking, and I feel her still following me. So like as I'm walking, speed walking, trying to look for the office, I turn around again, and I'm like, "Why are you following me?" She's like, "Because I can."
Oh, wow.
I was like, "No, you can't. Why are you following me for? Like, ain't you supposed to be security?" And she's like, "Because I can." I was like, "No, you can." And she's like getting closer and closer. Like now she's like in front of me where I can't even like really maneuver. And I'm like, "Ain't you supposed to be security? Like you grouped out, you're recording me. You're recording me, now you're following me. Like back up." And she's like, "I can do what I want." It's like, "No, you can. Like you can't do what you want." And that's when we started arguing.
What did you say?
I was like, "You can't do what you want. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's like you're invading my privacy." And now we're like chest to chest practically. So I keep telling her like, you need to back up. And I'm thinking to myself like,
Yes, she testifying now.
this girl's
713,
big.
you can't see.
She's big. She got big black boots on. And I'm like, damn. I don't know what to do now. She's literally right in my face, like on my chest, and we're arguing. And I keep telling her to back up, but she's not backing up. And we arguing, cursing at each other. I did call her the B word. I did call her a bitch. Like, "Bitch, get out of my face." I did say, "Bitch, get the fuck out of my face. You're in my face. You're screaming in my face." We're like literally screaming at each other. And she kept telling me like, "You're gonna leave my building." I'm like, "I'm not leaving. Like, how you harassing me? I'm not leaving. Like, how you telling me to leave? I came to see a doctor. You following me. You're recording me. I'm just trying to check my cat. You're recording me."
Let's get James up out of here, guys.
And we're
Ain't no
arguing,
bots in here.
arguing.
Why you hating?
That's when-
Let's get
when
James
she
right
came
up
out,
out of here,
she started
guys.
like-
We'll holler at you.
She started wilding out like, "This bitch hit me, this bitch hit me." And I'm like, I did not hit her. I'm looking at her like, "Girl, I can't even hit you if I want to. You're bigger than me and you're pregnant." And she just started wilding out like, "This bitch hit me, this bitch hit me." Then the doctor came out and he's like, "Go to my office." And after that, I just walk away. That's just that.
Are you aware in the city of Beverly Hills, if a security guard tells you to leave the building, which they are security of, you would be required to do that? Do you agree with that?
Objection, no, that's,
A security not supposed to.
You don't need to.
It was at the doctor's office, Wayne.
Did Miss Imani Ellis tell you that you're causing a disturbance in the building?
No, she was causing a disturbance. She's recording me and following me.
Well, let's talk about that. Are people allowed to record you if they want to in a public place, which will be the building that you were at? Yes or no?
Objection calls for a legal conclusion. Mischaracterizes.
Do you know if it's okay for someone to videotape you?
Objection calls for a legal conclusion.
When she videotaped you, or maybe she did, what proof do you have that she was videotaping you?
She had her phone went from here to right here. And she said, like, yo, Cardi B, like, I seen her. I turned around and I seen it. I seen it with my own eyes.
Did you ever see the actual video recording of you on her phone? Yes or no?
No.
Could it be possible that she was recording you? She was simply holding her phone in front of you. Is that possible? Yes or no?
Calls for speculation.
What proof do you have that you were being recorded by Imani Ellis on February 24, 2018, aside from what you just told?
Objection.
Do you have any other proof?
Objection asked and answered.
Y'all see that Cardi's defense team is working heavily. They ain't let them get none of his questions off.
You usually wear your nails longer than what they are today.
Sometimes, most of the times, yes, and some of the times, no.
Most of the time, 90% of the time?
Lately, as in so far, I would say about, in the past year, I'd say about 70.
70% of
Yes.
the time. And when you wear them long, would you agree that they're about 3 inches long?
No, not all the time, no.
2 inches or more?
It really depends.
Why don't we focus, she said in the last year, I don't know how long she has her nails in the last year is relevant to anything.
And when you had them in 2018, you also wore them long at that time too, correct?
I wear them long, but it really depends on the inches.
How long were your nails on February 24th, 2018 when you were at the building speaking or arguing or whatever you were doing with Imani Ellis?
They were 1 inch, they were square, coffin squared, and they had flat rhinestones.
Are rhinestones sharp?
No, not if they're flat. And they weren't 3D, they were flat.
With the nails you have on right now, do you think that these nails are sharper or the ones that you had on the date of the incident?
I believe that they were not sharp that day. They were square. And sometimes, like, when it's acrylic and it's square, it's like a texture. And I always tell this to my nail tech, make sure that like you shape, like when you shape them, don't make them sharp on the side or don't make them that sharp, because I don't want to.
You don't want to hurt it.
She don't want to hurt herself.
Myself. I don't want to hurt nobody.
Exactly. She don't want to hurt herself. Got to think about it. She got women's stuff she got to do with those nails.
I never really hurt myself, but like just in case, I just be like, don't make them too pointy, because I just don't want them to be uncomfortable. Not pointy, but it's like a certain type of sharp that you just don't want.
And if you wanted to scratch or cut Miss Imani Ellis' face, you could have done it with both of your hands, either one or both, correct?
Objection calls for speculation.
I'm not saying you did that right now. I'm asking you a different question. Did you understand my question?
What's up, Destiny?
I mean, how would I fight? How would I fight somebody? I am mostly left-handed, so if I was to like do anything mostly, I'll do it mostly with the left hand. I'm really like.
You're good at fighting with your left hand, aren't you?
Objection is characterized as a testimony.
Are you good at fighting with your left hand?
Objection lacks foundation.
Sustained.
Boy, her legal team is doing their thing.
Fighting with any like martial arts experience or other type of experience to defend yourself should something occur in your life?
Objection, all of this.
Not really, no.
So any type of fighting that you would be able to do, it would just be freestyle from your own knowledge of fighting, correct?
Objection, argumentative.
If you wanted to fight with someone, would you use your left hand, your right hand, or both?
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustain, why don't we move on?
When you enter a building, such as this building or any building,
Make sure y'all subscribing to the channel if you're new.
a security guard or a police officer or a sheriff guarding the building, correct? You saw that today here in the courthouse, didn't you?
Yes.
Listen. And on the date of the incident, the security guard, police officer, or person securing that building, in your mind, when you saw Imani Ellis was in fact Imani Ellis. In your mind, when you got off the elevator, Imani Ellis was in your mind, your state of mind was that she was a security guard, correct?
Objection.
I think she's answered.
And was there any doubt in your mind that she was a security guard?
There was no doubt in my mind that she was a security guard. She had the security guard outfit on. That's why I was so confused that she was so aggressive and she's supposed to protect me, the patient.
I understand. If Imani Ellis had in fact told you to leave the building, would you have listened because she was a security guard?
Objection, this is complete hypothetical, irrelevant, lacks foundation.
Did Miss Imani Ellis tell you to leave the building at any point during your verbal or physical altercation on February 24th, 2018?
She told me, "You gonna leave my building. You gonna leave my building."
Are you aware that Imani Ellis was hired by the owner of that building and had the right to tell you to leave?
Objection, call for legal conclusion, lacks foundation.
Sustain.
When Imani Ellis told you to leave the building, did you follow her command?
Objection. Relevance, lacks foundation.
You can answer.
No, she wasn't acting like a security guard.
But she was a security guard.
Objection,
The security guard tried to
we're not-
attack
we're not
patients.
arguing. The objection sustained, we're not going to argue with each other.
Did you believe in your mind that Imani Ellis was a police officer?
No,
If you thought she was a police officer, would you have handled the situation the same way?
Objection, incomplete hypothetical.
Sustain. Let's just focus on what happened.
Cardi's team is on top of it. They better than the prosecution. Let's talk about it.
Imani Ellis spoke with you when you exited the elevator. She spoke with you directly outside the elevator, the area directly outside the elevators, correct?
I don't believe she got inside the elevator. I don't believe she did.
That's my question is, did whatever happened between the two of you, did it happen inside the elevator, at the point of entry, or outside the elevator?
Outside the elevator and down the hallway.
And when Miss Ellis was asked the same question, do you remember her saying that it happened outside of the elevator as well? Do you agree with her testimony?
It wasn't in front of the elevator anymore because I was walking and she was following me. So it wasn't in front of the elevator. It was outside the elevator because I already got off the elevator. I don't think she ever went inside the elevator because I felt her, as soon as I'm walking, I felt her walking right behind me. And then she said something. She said, "Oh my
Hey,
God, Cardi B." That's when I turn around.
Make sure
She
y'all
got the
subscribing
camera
to the
here,
channel.
like she recorded me, and I'm like, "Yo, why you recording me?" And she practically did admit that she recorded me because she said, "Oh my bad." So
And when she said, "Oh wow, it's Cardi B," or whatever you just said right now, when she said that, was that offensive to you?
It wasn't offensive. I just kept like power walking so I could avoid more contact, but she just kept following me.
And isn't it true that sometimes when you're walking around, different people will say, oh wow, it's Cardi B,
Yeah,
because they get excited.
yeah.
And you had experienced that many times before you had that experience with
She was fanned out.
correct?
Yes.
And the reason you didn't like it from her is because she was a security guard and you felt it was unprofessional for her to say that to you. Isn't that true?
When she first said it, I didn't tell her nothing. I kept walking.
Why couldn't she say it? Why?
I never said she couldn't.
Okay, and she said it to you.
She said it to me and I kept walking.
What if she was not a security guard and she was just a random human and said, oh wow, it's Cardi B? Would you have taken offense to that?
No,
You can answer.
I didn't even feel offended when she first said it. I felt offended when she kept following me, she recorded me, and you're supposed to be a security. You're not supposed to be recording patients going to any doctor, any.
But again,
That's what offended me. When she first said, oh my God, it's Cardi B, I just kept power walking. I didn't say nothing. I said something the second time she said it, and I turned
This
around
happened
and
in
I saw that she
2018,
was recording me. I'm
Victoria.
like, yo, why are you recording
But
me? Ain't you supposed
what
to
we're
be
watching right now
security?
is live
She said,
in real
oh my
time.
God. Then she kept following me, and now I'm getting annoyed. Like, it's like, you fuck. You're the security
hold on,
guard
question.
of the
No
building.
question pending. No question.
All right, Council, I think that might be a good time to end because we've got some things that we need to deal with outside the presence of the jury.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to resume right back at 9:30 again. Thank you for your patience today and your attention. We will see you tomorrow at 9:30. In the meantime, please do not discuss the case with anyone, including other jurors. Don't form any opinions or do any research.
All right, we got an intermission, guys. What do y'all think? Y'all think Cardi did it? Y'all think Cardi did it? Or is Cardi innocent on this one, man? Is they just trying to get some of her money? I kind of agree with Cardi when she says the lady was following her. I most definitely can see that happening. All right, so I guess that's it for right now. I guess they're going to bring back the rest tomorrow because it say thank you for watching with Court. Yeah, that means it's over. You know, but I agree with Cardi, man. You know, on some of her points. I most definitely believe that lady was following her. I most definitely think that she got fanned out when she seen Cardi B. And I most definitely think that she started recording. And when Cardi told her to stop recording, the lady told her, you know, she can do what she wants. She felt like she was in charge because she was the security. You know, so I seen some of y'all down there saying that the security told her to leave, so she should have left. Well, I ain't so sure about that. She had an appointment. You know, the doctor told her to go in his office. But I do believe that she was fanned out, guys. You know what I'm saying? I believe. What's up, Miss Fat? You finally caught me. I'm back. You going live tonight? I done been live twice, Miss Fat. This is my second live. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what goes on. But I'll most definitely be back tomorrow with the Cardi B thing, you know, because it's supposed to go on for 2 weeks. So I'll most definitely be back tomorrow about, what is it? It starts at 11 o'clock. So I'll most definitely be here by then. But yeah, I think that lady was starstruck. She got into it with Cardi. I'm not for sure if Cardi spit on her or put her hands on her. I don't think Cardi really scratched her face. I think that the doctor who testified, the plastic surgeon, he may have been promised some money if they won the settlement. That's why he changed his statement. I think that the psychiatrist, she was most definitely, she might have been offered some money too, because they said that she put in her report something about seeing a scratch on the lady's face, and they got nothing to do with her mental, guys. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that even though Cardi may be saying some things to protect herself and protect her money, I most definitely don't think that she's at fault for this. You know, that lady shouldn't have been recording her in the first place with her being a security guard. That's just my take on it. We'll have to see how it plays out. But that's what I think, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody that hit that like button. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Shout out to the Sidewalk Gang who support this channel each and every time I go live. Shout out to my moderators for making this one of the best channels on YouTube, man. And shout out to you subscribers, the new ones and the old ones, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all make sure y'all pull back up on me tomorrow about 11 a.m. sharp. We'll most definitely be in the building, man. We'll most definitely be covering what's going on with Cardi, you know, and as they keep me updated on any kind of situation, I keep y'all updated. Also remember that within here, while they were taking breaks, we was watching what was going on with Hulk Hogan. You know, his daughter basically feels that his passing was mysterious, y'all. And the police are investigating the passing of Hulk Hogan. You know, I most definitely brought that to y'all. Hey, man, it ain't no telling what you liable to get over here. This is Everything News, and I most definitely cover everything news. So until I see y'all again, y'all be safe. And with that being said, y'all know what time it is. Sidewalk Gang, checking out. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Y'all be good.